Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday. It means it's Fantastic Finds with these two folks that love vintage. It's the one, the only Amie of Enamor Amie, and I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. So I'm making a valid effort to start at 8 o'clock, but we had a moment I did here of a little technical difficulty. So we got it all squared away. We always try to be prompt, but sometimes you got to tweak a few things. So it seems like we got a pretty gnarly delay, but welcome in, everybody.
We always have a pretty gnarly delay.
Like my counter's not even counting anything yet, so it's really, really weird. So I got a feeling
we just came up on my phone, like 44 seconds in.
Yeah, it just kicked the timer in. So I have a feeling between the wicked weather we're having over the country, whether it be hot weather or Debbie coming up the coast. The lag's going to be real tonight, gang. So for those of you that aren't familiar with what Fantastic Finds is, it is our weekly sale. We go live at 8 p.m. Eastern, as close to 8 as we can. And me and Amie bring you our Fantastic Finds and offer them for sale. And then after the sale is over, we turn it over to you guys. So we spotlight somebody's Fantastic Finds. And tonight we have the very lovely Tina with an M. Okay, Tina with an M. And I will move this along quickly, but we are getting low in the queue. So we spotlight you guys. So we ask you guys to send us photos and a little brief explanation. So if you have anything that you deem a fantastic find, please send us anything that you found at like a thrift store, a hand-me-down, anything you crafted, anything you bought from another seller, an antique mall, anything like that. Please email us photos to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. And we do need some information. We are going to need your name. And if you have a YouTube screen name, we need a little bit of an explanation of what it is. So it gives us a little jumping off point. So again, tonight's Fantastic Finds are brought to you by the very lovely Tina M. They're fun. They're good. So please, guys, email us if you have anything so we can continue doing this. If we don't get any hello, Mr. Queso. If we don't get any, then we'll just have to fill the void with something else. So as we go live, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. Tonight, backup is Kim. I forgot Kim was on vacation on Monday, and I still put her name in the chat. I'm so sorry, Kim. But our backup is Kim, a.k.a. Desert Gal. So good to see you. Hello, Bob. I hope you're there lurking. So what we're going to do is we're going to say hello to everybody. And then Amy's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. And then we're going to jump into it. So let's get moving. And as I scroll up, I want to thank Amie. She always creates our thumbnail and our wallpaper and always does a knockout job. And Tina, she usually places the photos and makes a nice little collage for us of whoever's fantastic.
I have not seen Tina's photos, so I'm going to be just as surprised as everybody else is.
Yes. And I kind of like that. I have some cheat notes here that tell me a few things, but that's about all I know. So I'll be surprised too. So, okay. Our first person in the chat is Willie is in the house. The one, the only Mr. William. It is so good to see you, sir. Again, happy very belated birthday. We were not live when it was your birthday. So again, happy birthday to you, sir. It's so great to see you. There she is, our official mod and bid ender. Please, everybody thank Miss Karen G because she is so important to this thing we call a live sale because she closes out officially all of the bid rounds with a bid end. So I know Gavin's working tonight, who is Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. So even though he's not in the chat at the moment, we will pretend that this is him. And please make sure you're following Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. He is the other half of Karen G. So, Karen, if you could put his link in there, he has a wonderful YouTube channel. He plays music on vinyl on a turntable and does spotlight resellers in this community. Also, he is really dropping a lot of musical knowledge. So if you guys want to learn history about music, about some of the songs, please make sure you follow him here on YouTube. And it's the same name over on Instagram. So it's a really fun channel. So hello, Rose. It's good to see you. Meow, meow. I hope you're doing well. Followed by our friend Linda. So good to see you, Linda. Welcome in, everybody. We hope you had a really good week. There's a distant relative, Miss Terry Tucker. So good to see you. Hopefully you are
Cousin Tucker in the house.
Absolutely. Representing part of the Tucker clan. It's always a good name. So we got Mama Pam here. Hello. I hope you're doing good, and hope you rest up, because I hear you have a very busy weekend coming up, you and Amy. So
we do.
Spark joy in life. It's so good to see you. Hello, friend. How is everybody? Happy Wednesday. There is our backup mod and bid ender, the one, the only, Kim of Desert Gal Gang. Make sure you're following her over on Vamp. Matter of fact, if you guys are not registered to be sellers over there, it's very easy. It's a 24/7 great platform, and there's a lot of great resellers over there, including Kim. So maybe when you're done with us, you could go over and shop her, or maybe check out her eBay store. So Kim, if you get a chance, drop those links.
And I will say that at the end of the month, so the last Sunday in August, Jason and I are both participating in a Blitz sale. Yes. So actually it's me and then it's Jason. So we're rating each other. We're at 7 and 7:30. I think those are the times that we'll be at on the last Sunday, but there's a whole bunch of other sellers for the day. Misty kicks it off, and I think it goes till 10:30. So.
And I haven't quite figured out my theme yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. Because I'm thinking maybe two. Maybe Amy and I do back to back. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that. But I'm thinking you're on to what I was thinking, Amy. So there's my mom, Linda, in the chat. Good to see you, Mom. I love you. I hope you're well. We have Elaine checking in. Hello. Good to see you, friend. All of our friends are coming in. It's great to see all of you guys. There's our friend Helen, also known as the New England Thrifter. Gang, please give her a follow. She's a hardworking reseller. She has a channel here. Make sure you are subscribed. It's free. That is one thing. When we all say about subscribing, it don't cost you guys a thing. So remember, it is free. I know you hear that word. You think it costs something. So make sure you're subscribed to Amy's channel. It's free. Subscribing to mine is free, and it just helps us grow. It seems right now the subscribers are a little hard to gain. It seems a little slow, at least it does for me. So please, if you're not subscribed to any of us, just do so. It's really easy. It's free. So it's your way of showing us support in a free way. So there's the one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is here with us tonight. Good to see you, Debbie. It's always great to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. There is our friend Tina. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the Tina who we might have the fantastic.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. So, Tina, if you're able to stick around, you'll be taking over the channel once we're done selling. So there's the one, the only, Karen Kennedy. So good to see you, Karen. I hope you are doing well. Hello, Lisa, checking in. How are you? Hello, everybody. I cannot believe it's Wednesday. We're already digging into August. Pretty good here. Hello, Retro D. So good to see you. I hope you are doing well. We got the one, the only Steel Whisper checking in from the Garden State. How are you? I hope you're doing well. See who else is down here with us. We got a little Cindy Lou here with us. Thrifted Treasures checking in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. We have the other half of Mother Tucker's here, also known as Tina. Good to see you, Tina. Hello, Chris. My broom closet. She's checking in all the way from Colorado. I hope you're doing well. I'm sure you're hanging in there. It's always good to see you, Chris. We have Weirna checking in. How are you? It's so good.
Good morning, Weirna.
I was hoping you'd say that, Amy, because I'm not good at that. You're very good.
Put the German in there every once in a while.
Not good at all. I'm good at saying Bratwurst. I can say that. I mean, and I'm German, so that's okay. I can say that. Gooden. I can say Lederhosen. I can say that. So how are you, KB? It's so good to see you. Welcome in. We got Sandra here with us tonight. How are you, friend? We got the one, the only Buttermilk and Creams checking in. Good to see you. I always want to have a pastrami sandwich and buttermilk when I say her name for some reason. I don't know why.
That's an interesting combination.
I just do. And I don't even eat that, but I want it. So I don't know what's going on.
Pastrami and buttercream.
I should check myself into a hospital. How are you, Dawn? It's so good to see you here tonight, a fellow Pennsylvanian. It's great to see everybody here with us. Who else is down here? Here is the lovely Jill. Good to see you. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Who else is down here? I see a couple repeats. I see a few repeats. If you guys want to shout out, please say hello. We have Heidi checking in. We got Heidi. Rosie's Auction House. Hopefully you guys are following her and subscribe to her as well. We got Janine in here. Good to see you. Well, we got the one, the only Sugar Britches checking in. Guys, make sure you are following her. This one I don't know how to pronounce. I wonder if it's a phonetic. May I ask if you have any auctioneer's licenses? No, we don't, and we don't have to. So
not in the state of Pennsylvania or the state of Michigan.
No. Agreed. But thank you for the question. We have Artsy Fartsy checking in. How are you, Tracy? So good to see you. We have Deanna here with us. How are you? Love It All is checking in. Good to see you, Love It All. And then we are back down here to the bottom. So again, guys, if you are not subscribed to Amie of Enamor Amie, please do so. If you're not subscribed to me, please do so. And Amie's going to explain to us how this sale is going to work, and then we're going to get on our way, okay?
And I will do that as fast as possible because I know most of you have heard it time and time again. But in case we have some new folks, maybe somebody in the Lurkers Lounge tonight that hasn't ever bid before, make sure that you guys are in live chat all messages first and foremost. You don't want to be in top chat. And because of the lag tonight, you can refresh throughout the sale. So you can either exit out completely and come back. The faster option, if you touch the screen up here in the right corner, if you're watching on a mobile device, so a tablet or a phone, will be faster options versus the computer. You can hit that gear wheel, hit playback speed, and 2 times. If you're lagging behind it all, Jason and I will sound like chipmunks until you're caught up. And you want to do that, especially if you plan on bidding on anything. So before you bid, do that playback speed real quick. If you're watching on a computer, you can also find the gear wheel icon in the lower right corner. Same kind of deal there. And there's a red line that goes across the bottom of the screen. You always want to make sure that that's as far right as it can go. Okay. So we will be doing the auction style tonight. So we have 16 rounds of goodies to bring you guys tonight. Freshly picked for me.
Yes,
awesome 127 for sure. Most of my stuff. Yeah. And we'll give you a starting price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything, make sure to type your bids down into the chat. We will describe the item. We will give you any kind of history or knowledge that we know about it, makers, eras, that sort of thing, measurements, all that good stuff. We will note if there's any sort of damage. We do our best to show those things to you live here on screen as best as we can. So if you decide to bid on it, you know what you're buying. And we will do a 20-second countdown. Okay. So as the bids are coming in, we'll do a 20-second countdown because of the lag. And the highest bid that we see in the chat before the official bid end of the lovely Karen G this evening will be the winner. We also do something here on Mother Tuckers called Just In Case. So here's how that works. In order to use the Just In Case, we ask that you're an active bidder. So that means you've put in at least one straight bid on the current item, then you're good to go. Then you can utilize the Just In Case during the countdown only. So what the Just In Case is the max amount that you're willing to pay with the letters JIC next to it. You can put that into the chat during the countdown. And if your Just In Case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are multiple Just In Case bids put into the chat during the countdown, those will turn into regular bids, okay? And as far as a recap tonight, we're not doing a recap. So instead of doing a recap at the end, we still will show the item. If we don't see any bids come in for that, we will still do a 20-second countdown of interest. So that'll be your kind of last chance to get a bid in there before Karen's bid end. If there's multiple bids that come in there, then you can put in a Just In Case, just like a regular round. But we will just do a 20-second countdown of interest for any items that don't get any bids. And if there's no bids that come in, it won't come back at the end. Okay, so that's how that will work. If you win an item tonight, we do need some information from you, especially if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason or I. We need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. Jason and I only do our invoicing in PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. Send us an email with all that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. When we send our invoices out, we can send you a link to your email that you can check out with any debit, credit, PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay. Right now, our emails are up here on the screen. You're welcome to take a screenshot if you want to refer back to that later. Also down in the description of the video, Jason's pinned it into the chat at the top, and our lovely mod squad does a great job putting them into the chat throughout the sale. So it's pretty easy to find that information. So do make sure that you email us, especially if you're brand new, during the sale tonight, or if it's been a while since you purchased from us, you're welcome to send us a fresh email. It makes it much easier to find your information when we do our invoicing. As far as packing and shipping goes, shipping is not included in the winning bid price. That is additional. And we do both of our shipping through Pirate Ship, so we get you guys the discounted rates on shipping. I ship to US and Canada, and if Philomena pops in, we can ship to Philomena as well. But if you guys are international, usually the shipping is much, much more than the actual item tends to be. So it's pretty expensive, but just keep that in mind. Canada, we can get a little bit more discount rate for that, but other countries outside of that, it's very expensive, okay? And as far as shipping for me, I ship from Michigan. And this week, it's kind of similar to last week. I will be doing all of my invoicing as early as I can get them out tomorrow. I will be sending an email to everybody once your invoice has went out. I have to have everything shipped out. I'm going to the post office 9 a.m. as soon as they open on Friday. And then Mama Pam and I are driving six and a half hours to Southern Indiana. So I'm shipping everything out before we hit the road. So I'm going to try and get those done super, super early tomorrow. So look for that. And then, yeah, that I think covers it for me.
All right. I ship out of Pennsylvania. If you guys purchased from any of my other sales that I had this week, you have an open box. As long as we can combine all of it safely, we will. Trying to think. I do all of my packaging and shipping on Saturdays. Tina will be doing the invoicing by Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. We do ask that you pay those invoices within 24 to 48 hours, even quicker for Amie, like she had just said. Remember, bid is a commitment to pay. So when you do bid, it is a commitment to pay. I do offer free pickup. I do own a brick and mortar. So if you guys are in the central Pennsylvania area, please come down and support the 35 plus dealers in my shop. And I can also drop it off there. So if you want to pick it up, just make sure you correspond via email. Then we will just invoice you for said item. And then once that's paid, we'll communicate via email when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. So I think that covered everything. Let's get into it. There were a few more of our friends that did jump in. We'd like to say hello to. So hello, Bug. It's so good to see you. Mediocre Arts and Crafts.
Read Buttermilk's comment.
Oh, wait. Okay. Ha. Can't stand buttermilk. It's primitive, Primzo mustard. Okay. So Jason Taylor. Okay. All right.
So it's not buttermilk food. It's buttermilk paint.
Right. Gotcha. I'm still hungry. I'm still thirsty for buttermilk, though. And I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Sari? Do you think that's right? Sari? I don't know. And please correct me.
Let us know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a new name to us. Welcome in. We always love some new friends that are going to join us. We got Kim here with us. So good to see you, friend. Hopefully you are well. Miss Little One is checking in. Good to see you. Meow, meow. Miss Wanda is here with us. Hello, everybody. Deanna, I think I did miss you earlier. Hello, Deanna. It's good to see you. And I think that was everybody. And I need to always say this for myself. If I miss you, it is never intentional. It merely is because my eyes missed it. And I promise that I'll probably say hello to you 2 times in one of the next sales. So with that said, we're going to get started here. Let's get everything moved around. And Miss Amie, how much is your first item going to start at?
I'm going to start with a choice tonight at 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. So I have a choice between salt and pepper shaker sets tonight. And although they're really not similar at all, but I'm bringing them together anyway. All right. So meow meow. The first set are these darling little stripy kitties with the green eyes. These are a 127 find for sure. No chips, no repairs. Not really any notable issue. There's a little crazing present on these guys. They're not super large. Okay, they're bitty kitties. They do have cork stoppers there on the bottom. Both of them have the corks still intact, but they're little orange tiger striped babes. I do not know the maker of these. I've never found these. I've never seen these before, so I really couldn't identify them. They do have a precarious placement of a Japan sticker there on the backside. And then this one's just sitting with a little paw up in the air. Again, no chipping, no repairs, just a little bit of crazing in the glaze. So that's choice number one. Choice number two are these little pastel birdie shakers. These were also something I picked up in Ohio. And I'm not sure if they're supposed to be bluebirds or just, I don't know, cute little duckies, something like that. But they're bright, bright yellow and blue little birdies. No chips on these guys either. No repairs. There's crazing on these ones as well. Just cute little painted eyelashes and open beaks. Little eyebrows there. Just pretty simple. Cork bottom, and Japan sticker on these ones as well. So good shape on both sets. The birds are bigger than the cats. We'll see if we can get them on the board together here. The kitties measure 2 3/4 by 2. So there's the size difference for the two. And the birdies measure 3.5 by 2 1/4. Okay. So that is your choice. I know they're not related in their, in any sort of way. But they're both shakers, I guess that's the choice. Okay. So I see Jill is in at 23, Rose is in at 25, and Nancy's also in at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more on choice. The winner can take the birdies or the kitties. And we're going to count them down now. I know we have a lag already because it took 40 seconds for us to come on screen tonight. So do keep that in mind as you're bidding. Don't wait too long to put in any final bids or just in cases tonight. All right. So Rose and Nikki and Love It All are all at 26. So we're looking for 27 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Gosh, and those birds were never used if that Japan sticker's on that cork,
Yeah.
So good.
All right.
All
right, there's Karen's bid end. So Rose had a just in case of 30, but Nikki came in with a just in case of 38. So Nikki for 31, let me know if you want kitties or birds. Kitties or birds. Rose is going to be on deck. And then if Rose passes, goes to Love It All. And then back to Nancy, I believe.
She's taking them both.
She wants them both. All right, you got it. Thank you, Nikki.
And hello, Sharon. Hello, Freddie Fines. If you guys are not following her over on Instagram, please do it. So good to see you. And hello to Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. So my first item is going to start at $12, okay? And it's something very unique. Actually, Tina found it downstairs in with her linens the other day. This is an embroidered piece. It is an embroidered piece of fabric. You can see it has this young girl with a bonnet on, very 1930s to me, the way it feels. And you can see here on the little round pieces, it says dusters. So as you can guess, this would have held your dusters, okay? So this would have hung probably in your linen closet or in your laundry room, and then you would have put all of your different things that you were using, whether you used fabric to dust or you would have put your, feather duster down in it. And as you can see, it does have a pocket. So I thought this was really neat. This would be really fun for you to pop into your laundry room. You can see, as is expected, since it held like a duster, there is slight discoloration to it, but I think it gives it a great patina, okay? So here is the back. Again, it is embroidered, and it does stay shut pretty much.
Jason, this is weird. I've not seen this happen before.
What happened?
So they're saying that you need to switch the frame. You're switched in StreamYard, but you're not on my phone.
No, I'm not.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I know. Okay, hold on here.
Yeah, I'm still big on the phone.
Okay. Did anything switch? Wow, that's
Now
weird.
it did.
Now it did?
Now it did, yeah.
Whoa. Woo, guys, get yourself a cocktail or a glass because this is going to be a fun one tonight, gang. Hang on to your girdle, Myrtle. So thank you, guys. So
no, now you're not.
Now I'm not again? Did it go back?
Went back? Yeah.
Let's try this one more time. Bear with me. We're switching it here. So what did it do now? And of course, there's a lag. Now I see that it did on the phone.
No, now it went back again.
Oh, it went
That's
back.
weird.
All right, Amy, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and exit out. First, tell me what your next item is going to start at.
So I was going to say, why don't I leave and come back?
I don't know. Do you think that would fix it, or do you think I would have to fix it?
I don't know. Let's try it. I'll get out of here.
Okay.
Or you kick me out. You kick me out and I'll come back.
Okay. All right. So we're going to remove you from the stream. Okay. Hold on here. There. We'll take Amy out. Now let's see how it works when she comes back in. It still didn't exit her from the live.
Well, she's off the screen.
Hold on here. There we go. Man, that's weird. That took two attempts to exit her out. That's never happened before. So, all right, guys, thank you for hanging tight with us. So let's get back to this. Maybe there'll be some interest in this, but I think this is really fun. So she's this fun young little girl, this young little bonnet head. Hold on here. Bonnet head words. Okay, so now let's see what it did on the phone. I added her to the stream. Okay, so now let's try to switch because we'll be in the same situation again.
Everybody, bear with us.
Technical
Good old
difficulty,
technology.
everybody. Okay, so I see Amy on my screen is larger, but she didn't switch on the phone. Oh, man. This is a first one. Instagram did some weird stuff last night,
now
too.
She's big.
But I'm big on my screen. Like, are you telling me that what I'm doing is the opposite of what I'm seeing?
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
That is weird. Now I switched us again.
I've never seen this happen before.
Me neither. And we've been a part of a lot of live sales. So
it's got to be StreamYard. It's got to be nothing to do with us. It's got to be something with StreamYard.
Do you think it's that, or do you think I should exit out and try to come back in?
I don't think that that's going to fix it.
Okay. So when we're selling,
can we go both? Like on the screen at the same time?
We can, but yeah, we're going to be.
Okay, now move yourself over.
Okay, switch sides. Let's try that.
Now go and do big.
Now let's see what happens.
Now switch.
I did, but I'm not. Okay. So if we do it this way.
They're saying it's happening on other.
It was happening on other sales. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now Amy's big.
I feel like we're playing which cup is the marble underneath.
Now you're side by side. Yeah, because it's behind.
So, Amy, we could do that because it's going to be hard for us to see what we're showing. Do you know what I mean? It's weird.
Full screen, you mean?
Yeah. So what I mean is so right now, you and I on our screen, I see you large and I see you large on the phone.
Maybe it's all right.
So now it won't let me switch us. See, this is what it does. You see the little blue box? Okay, it won't let me switch anything.
What about doing full screen?
We could do that.
I mean, we never do that. It's weird.
No, we don't, but we could.
You could.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I mean,
That's
can you
fine.
switch you to can you switch you?
Yeah, let me see. I'm afraid it's not going to let me here. So.
Yeah, you're going
to. It's not letting me do that either.
Weird.
It completely. This is what happened.
Put the two side by side.
Okay.
Again. Now, can you drag it over?
No, it won't let me do anything. Well, there. Now it did.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh! Okay, so we have more people watching us now since we're having technical difficulties than when we were selling. Okay, so I'm big now. Here we go. Now there's Amy. See if it fixed itself. Man, and then the lag makes this even more painful. Don't touch. It's good. I hear you, Karen, but I think we're stubborn because we want it to work. No, she's not. Okay. Amy, you call it.
Yourself back?
So you call it if you do.
Hold on. Now she's big. So it is its opposite day.
So how do you want to roll this out, Amie? Do you want us to be full screen, or do you want me, or do you want to just sell something and I'll exit out and see if I can fix it? It's the one thing we didn't do.
The only other thing, because the only other thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to the side by side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to
then switch
do this.
and then make the person big.
So you tell me what you think, Amie. Do you want to do it this way, or
just leave it like this? Because it seems to be working.
Okay.
It seems to be working.
Okay. And I'm not opposed, and now the internet's flowing out too. That's fun.
Where?
You can see up here in the corner.
Oh.
And yet we're strong down.
Yeah.
So our internet's strong, but now StreamYard wasn't strong.
Maybe they're doing updates too. Well, this is
okay.
Fun.
So
can you guys see okay if we're side by side, or would you prefer like full screen? Because those seem to be the only two options that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do full screen.
Full screen like
that.
that.
People are going to be able to see your items better.
All right. So let me start from the top here with my piece. Hopefully somebody, hello, how are you, Andrew? Okay, we'll go with the large screen. Let's try it from the top. Let's see if there's any interest in this. $12, and I'll start from the top. I do believe that this was embroidered probably in the 1930s. I think that's probably how old this is. I think this is a really unique, fun piece. You can see that it kind of has that kind of deco flair to it because it's got all the little bubbles and things, and it does spell out dusters, all right? So if you needed something for your laundry closet that you would want to put your dusters in, you could even probably use this as a laundry holder. It probably could even hold your laundry pins if you wanted to, but I do believe that its main purpose was to hold your duster. So I know back in the day, folks would use different rags or linens as dusters, or maybe feather dusters or something like that is what this purpose was. So you can see there is a little discoloration in the corner, but I think that's to be expected for what it is. Again, I just think this is fun. I know folks kind of like the kind of the pastel colors, very it's very kitschy, very, deco style. It measures about 13 inches long and about 10 inches wide. So I love how it's embroidered, how it has the border in black. Again, I think it's really fun. I think it's just got a great look to it. I see a 12. Thank you so much, Rosanna, for your 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. And again, there's just slight discoloration in the corners. But again, I think that's to be expected because this was used for utilitarian purposes. It sort of has a sewn in with fabric over top. It's like a little metal grommet. So it does hold very sturdy. And then again, the flap does open up. So I just thought this would be fun, like I said, to use for different purposes. It doesn't have to be used just for your dusters, but you can see
I think that would be cute in like a powder room or a bathroom for hair accessories like headbands and hair bows and something like that.
Agreed. And when it is hanging, it does stay closed. So when I keep moving it, it does pop open, but it will stay closed. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Thank you so much, Rosanna, for your bid. We're looking for 13 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Thank you so much for your bid, Rosanna. I don't know that I've sold to you before, so I'm sure you're going to go unopposed. If you can just email me your information. And hello, everybody who is popping in. There is our bid end, so thank you so much. So congratulations, Rosanna. If you could just email me here at this email, I am going to need some information from you because your name seems new to me. So it is yours, and just email me, and we'll get you invoiced. So let's move Amie over.
Oh, hi.
How are you? Checking into Amie. How are you?
I'm next door to my craft room, so I don't really have anything I can craft with over here. $16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. I have a box of babies. Up decks. These are actually from the 30s. Maybe some of you recognize these. These are the Dion quintuplets, in little celluloid baby form in their original box. So the box does have a little bit of bending and some tears to it, but it's there. All right. So at least the box is there to help protect the tiny little celluloid babes that are on the inside. And I think that because they're in the box, they were protected pretty well. I'm going to take the cover off, and I will take these guys out and show them individually to you, but they're so cute in their little box. And they all have different colored little skirts and hair bows. All the arms are still intact in there. And I think because they've just lived in this box. There's a little discoloration though on them. I will say like the fronts of the skirts are a little faded. Like this one, you can see if you turn it to the back, you know, it's much brighter pink back there. So these are all made in Japan, little jointed, tiny celluloid babies. They do all have tiny little hair bows on there. And there's 5, of course, in the box. And this one is a little green one. That one was pink. And we've got a little blue gal. These are so cute. No like major denting or anything. Is usually when we see these kind of loose, they do tend to have either very loose arms or dents somewhere in the celluloid. And then the last one is a little yellow one. So cute. Again, the box is like, it's okay shape, but really I think it did a pretty good job protecting all the babes in there. I think they look so cute lined up in there. Measurement for the babies, they're 2.5 inches tall, each of them in there. And then they have kind of like, the skirts are kind of like a satin ribbon is the best that I can describe it. All really good paint still, very minimal wear on them, except for a little bit of fading to the ribbon on the front just because they've been in the box so long. All right. And the box does measure 5 by 2.5. All right. So we're going to count it down. I see Miss Robin's in at 17. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 18 or more. Again, these date to the 30s. I believe that the quintuplets were born in May of 1934. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. And I think they're from Canada.
You're right, Amy.
I think they're from Canada.
Right.
All right. So we're going to count these down. We're looking for 18 or more on the quintuplet little celluloid babes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I'm not picking my nose, Karen.
I can't see what he's doing either, Karen. So I don't know.
Can't you see me down in the little bottom?
No, I can't see you in the down in the bottom.
Gosh. Okay. Man, this is weird, Amy.
It's super weird.
It's
not my favorite. All right.
No.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Miss Widow One had an 18. Melanie put it just in case of 25, but Robin put it just in case of 31. So Robin, congratulations. Babies are yours for 26. Thank you so much.
We're going to be doing a lot of moving tonight, gang. So $15 choice. And I swear I'm not picking my nose. So, and just to round back from my last round, Rosanna, I still haven't got an email from you unless one just came in right now. And it did. Yes, it did. Oh, my God. Technology is awesome. All right, Rosanna, we got you locked and loaded. Thank you for your first purchase at Mother Tucker's. So $15 choice. I got some mini Annalise, okay? So your first little one that you can choose from is this cute little mouse, and this is the way they came. Nobody added this bow. So they gave this little white mouse this cute little oversized bow, and this one measures 5.5 inches tall, okay? Very clean condition, and the date on it is from 2015. So yes, they are contemporary, but I don't care. I'm falling in love with these, and I think I might soon start collecting them. So the hat is in really good condition with all of the flowers. And again, this little teeny tiny white mouse measures just about 5.5 inches tall, and it is $15 choice. So great for all year. And then I'm leaving the way the tail is bent because that tail definitely allows it to stand on its own. So it's a super cute, tiny Anna Lee. So the next round, you're going to get both of these because I found these together and I feel like these are friends and I cannot break them up. So these are actually from 2022 and 2023. So thank you so much, Karen. I see you're 15. These little guys are going to come together. So you're going to get the little quacker right here with all of its crazy hair, all of its crazy feathers. And then you're going to get its friend that has this cute little daisy in its hand with a little ladybug, okay? So these will be a choice together, and they measure about 4 inches tall. So white duck friend has a little blue bow. Yellow duck friend has a little orange bow. And again, these are in very good condition. And the few times I've sold these with the feathers, sometimes the feathers have been loose. These seem to be really good. So I know they are contemporary, but I think they're doggone cute. So the second choice is going to be both of the little duckies. And then your first choice is going to be little mouse friend. I thought they kind of went well together. So I kind of had those for a while, found this one over the weekend. So I thought, okay, they kind of looks like a fun little group that would probably hang out, go to dinner, do stuff together. So Trendolin, I see you're 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. This one, again, is 2015 is the date on the tag, 5.5 inches tall. These are a little smaller at 4 inches tall, more contemporary. They're 2022 and 2023. So let's do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And that's a little plastic ladybug in there. Again, super cute. You'll get the 2 ducks as one of your choices, or mouse friend with the huge, classy, that's almost like a Kentucky Derby kind of hat on that mouse. So there is our bid end. Oh, Karen, your just in case came in right after that bid end. First choice is going to go to Trendolin. Trendolin, you get first choice at 16. Let me know if you wanted mouse or ducks, and then it will go back to Karen at her bid of 15. But Karen, I'm so sorry. Your just in case did come in after the bid end. So Trendolin, I got you for duck friends. They are yours. So Karen, at your bid of 15, let me know, were you still interested in mouse friend? Okay, just let me know. And again, we're not going to do a recap. So if she passes, it just won't come back. But you could have it at, all right, mouse is yours. Thank you so much. Let's get Amie going.
All right, 24, Jason.
Okay.
All right. Jason had one of these a few weeks ago, different pattern, but I have one of the Margaret Holbrook little children's Dolly suitcases tonight. This might be one of the nicest condition ones that I mean, look at the sheen on it.
Beautiful.
Really nice condition on this one. It is probably the nicest one that I've come across over the years. And I'll make sure and show you all the details on it. So cute little pastel butterflies and birds and bees. But the center focus is this cute pink little lammy with the basket of flowers. And there's even a little pool down there with tiny fish and the cute little yellow bunny. And there's even a few little flowers and butterflies and birds that go along the side. Very minimal wear on the paper. So this is all applied paper on the outside of the suitcase. There's not really anything protecting the paper. There's a little bit of missing on a couple of the corners, but really I have had these in much worse shape than this. Just kind of on the corners, there's a little bit, and on the back side, there is one little spot, one little area where the paper is just kind of bent up right there. Stripes on the back. I've seen these with different backings on them and different insides as well. It does have a white plastic handle and a little clasp there, and both of those are in working condition. Let's open it up. And the inside is also super duper clean. I love that silvery starburst paper that's on the inside. And down in the corner here, that's where it signed Margaret Holbrook for the illustrator there in the very corner. The hinges are in really nice working condition. That is super clean. Probably, again, the nicest inside one that I've ever had as well. Most of these were produced for Dolly clothes or to ballet shoes, that sort of thing. Definitely marketed to do children traveling in some sort of capacity, whatever they wanted to put in there. Margaret Holbrook did several different designs with very kitschy, cute little animal scenes on the front. I think there's six. I think there's six different animal designs on these. And dates to the 50s. She was also a children's book illustrator, Margaret Holbrook. All right. So measurement for this, it is 12 inches long, 9 inches tall, and about 3 3/4 inches deep. The handle is 2 1/4 inches. All right. So really nice condition, great to display or store stuff in. I have another one of these in my personal collection that I keep greeting cards in. It's just really nice, safe storage for it. All right. So I see Nancy's in it, 25. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 26 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
God, this one's really good and glossy, Amy.
I would never be able to fit enough clothing for the weekend in something.
Never.
Never. I'm an overpacker, that's for sure. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Miss Whittlewan had a 29. Nancy had a 30, but Nikki did put in a just in case of 35. So Nikki's going to take it for 31. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. I got to get used to doing this. Whoa, wait a second. That was not what I wanted to do either. Now, give me a second here. There we go. My screen acted weird. So, all right, now I'm big. Okay, $10 choice. I don't know if they're updating or what they're doing, but I'm not appreciating StreamYard tonight. So it's going to be choice on these fun little ceramic. I call these like your dime dolls, okay? So $10 choice. These are the little babies that are doing adult style things. So I'll show them to you up close in a moment. But we have this little tyke here that I would say he might be a little boy. He has a little coffee cup, okay? Then this one could be, I think this one's a little girl maybe because of the way the hair is done, but it doesn't have to be. That one is the librarian with some glasses and a book. And then this little cute one here is your little artist, okay? So they're going to be $10 choice. There's no condition issues. They're 2.5 inches tall, and these little babies are just the cutest. So let me get in here. Usually they're all sloppily painted because they were a little cheap. Thank you, Andrew. I think they are. So Melanie, I see you in for 10. They were just little, cheap little toys for kids to play with or to decorate with. So you can see there is a little extra paint there on the cheek, but that just kind of looks like a little bit of blush. But this little tyke has his little coffee cup. He's in his little diaper. He's kind of like a dirty blonde almost, and you can faintly see where Japan is stamped right there, okay? And then this is going to be your second little choice, dirty little blonde as well. I do believe it has little like pigtails almost, or little bows there above either ear. And then this one I'm calling the librarian because they have their glasses up with their little book, interrupted them while they were reading. Again, no chips or cracks. The faces are super cute on these. And then this one here is the little artist. Again, this one has a little pink bow. This one has a little pink bow up in the hair. And then it has its little artist palette there. And they're on their little diapers, and they're these cute little chubby little babies. So super cute. I just love them. $10 choice. You can pick 1, 2, or 3 of them. So, and while I just show them for a second, we were in the middle of trying to figure things out, and my friend Andrew popped in. Guys, if you're not following Vintage Samples, please do so. He recently also filmed a video at Mother Tucker's. So when you guys are done with us, maybe you could go check that out and also give him a subscription. Let's try to get his subscriber count up. He's putting out content weekly. And again, he enjoys the same kind of vintage that we do. So again, it's $10 choice. We're looking for 11 from Melanie, and Melanie's in at 10. So let's do a countdown, okay? And we are doing just in case. So Melanie, if you want to secure your bid, you might want to throw one in case somebody was, waiting out there. So 11 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And remember, gang, we're not doing a recap tonight. So if these aren't claimed in this round, they just will go away and not come back. So Nicole's in at 11. I see Melanie's just in case. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. There is our bid end. So with Nicole's 11 and Melanie's just in case, Melanie, you get first choice at 12. So we'll just call with what they're doing. You can pick coffee, book. Well, it was coffee. I have coffee, book, or artist. Just because I thought librarian might be too long to type. So you get first choice. You just want the artist. Okay, the artist is yours. Thank you so much. So Nicole, let me know. Were you interested in the remaining two? They were $11 each at your bid. So you can pick cup or book. I guess I had coffee. So coffee or book. I'm just making it very difficult tonight. I'm thrown off with this whole StreamYard thing. I'm not a fan of this at all. So I can watch the chat. But Nicole, let me know if you wanted the two remaining. So you want book? All right. So book is yours. And then coffee, we'll have to find him another home. So thank you guys so much. So let's get Amie over here. And how much, Amie?
28, Jason.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to be for everything that I'm going to show you. So it's a set of 3. All right. But we're going to set the scene first. Okay. So these are all Joseph Originals Japan. Okay. So the first one here is a little birdie, little robin bird playing a horn. Okay. There's no chips, repairs, any damage on any one of these birds. Okay. The second birdie is not really happy about brother bird playing the horn. All right. He's covering his ears. And then mama bird she was like, oh no, what's going on? I love the expression on her face. So you're going to get all 3 of the Joseph Little Robin figurines. Now these are bisque, so there's not any high glaze, although there's no cold paint. All the paint is fired on these guys, so you don't have to worry about paint loss. For these, there's a whole bunch of, just like the little mice that Jason has brought to some sales. There's a whole bunch of these robin birds, different sizes, doing different things, but they're all darn cute. And usually it's the larger birds that I come across, not the little junior birds. So these guys are pretty small. And this is the one that has the Joseph Originals foil sticker there on the bottom, but they are all numbered on the bottom there. And I'm not sure how many of these robins exist, but there's a good bit. There's at least 10 or 12 different ones that I have seen before. So mama bird measures 2.5 by 2.5, and both of the baby birds are 2 by 2. And usually it's these smaller ones. I just don't see these. I really don't see these smaller ones. There's bluebirds also in the same bird series, and there's little red birds as well. But I do like the robins. They did do a lot of movement in the sculpt for these guys. I think they're darn cute. They all have a tiny little flower and a little branch that they're perched on, and their little tail feathers. Really cute. A lot of possibility for chipping on these guys, but nothing is wrong with any one of them. They're just a cute little fam of little robins. All right, so I see Robin is in at 28. Thank you so very much. So we're looking for 29 or more on the set of 3, and we are going to count them down. Robin, I would encourage you to put in a just in case. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Birdie bid end.
Gosh, I love these. These Joseph Originals are so good.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki put in a 29, but Robin did put in a just in case. So Robin, these are yours for 30. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I do have a very hard to find Joseph of California, coming a little bit later.
All right. I'm going to switch things up a little bit, and mine is going to start at $25. And we believe this is from the 40s or the 50s. It's very Hollywood Regency. This is considered a grooming brush, okay? So you could have used this for all sorts of, grooming needs. So I do not believe the bristles on this are horsehair. I believe they're a little stiffer. So I believe they're probably like a straw, okay? So when they're a little stiffer like this, usually this was used to clean off clothing and things like that. So back in the day, they didn't have all those great static, tape lint brushes. This is what you did to like clean yourself off. Okay. So I also believe that this could also be used in the grooming aspect, and maybe, your vanity got a little dirty, so you could use it for that. I firmly believe that it is very Hollywood Regency. I believe that it has great ornate, because each one of those, now they are synthetic. We can't tell if they're glass or not. They are kind of cold to the touch, but each one of those are prong set. Okay. Those little faux diamonds. So Pam, thank you so much. I see you're 25, and the pearls are actually set. So, and there is absolutely none missing. Okay. I was hoping there would be a name on this. There is no glow. I wish that they would glow, but there is no glow. You can see the filigree is very ornate. This is almost, I can't tell if it is an electroplated metal or if it is brass, okay? Trying to touch some of this with a magnet to do a test was almost virtually impossible. I do believe the under part is metal, okay? So I believe that the bell housing, let's call it, this part is metal. But as for the ornate part over the top, I'm not sure the kind of metal that it is. So I couldn't find any like it online. But I did just recently acquire this from a state that did have older pieces. So, but I love this. I think this is almost just something you don't have to use, although it does serve a utilitarian. It does serve a utilitarian purpose. And honestly, these days, that's what we're seeing that's selling at the stores, stuff that folks can actually use. So I thought this would be fun. So there's 2 pearls. There's one on either side there, as you can see. Measurement on it, it is about 4.5 inches tall. I see you in, Robin, at 26. And again, since it is the stiffer brushes, I believe it is more for cleaning of clothing than it would be something that's very gentle. So there, hopefully everything focuses. Let's put my hand behind it so you guys can see. Very Hollywood Regency, very 1940s, even has a little bit of maybe even a little bit of a earlier flair to it. But again, it's just one of those fun things. And even with the way the finger hole is here, you could hang it if you wanted to, but I think it would just look nice on your vanity, just sitting there in case you needed it. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. I wish I knew who manufactured it. I don't. There was none out there through Google search or even when you dug deep on the eBay. So we are doing just in case for active bidders. Robin has a top bid at 26, looking for 27 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, all those diamonds, they are not discolored. It's all in very good condition. They're all prong set. They didn't go anywhere all this time, which is very amazing. So I believe it's a very high quality piece for you guys. So, StreamYard, you're acting very crazy tonight. So there's the bid end. So Pam, you had a bid of 30, but Robin had a just in case of 41. So for 31, congratulations, Robin. It's coming to you. All right, let's get Amie over here and big.
All right, 18, Jason.
Okay.
All right, I have another pair of salt and pepper shakers up next. These guys don't come around. I think maybe I've seen them one time in the wild. These were another find over the weekend. These are salt and pepper shakers, and it's a little boy and a little girl hugging on their cute little baby kittens inside of a shoe. Can't get much cuter than that. These are made by Fine A Quality. We do have a foil sticker there on the bottom. believe both of them have their stoppers. Yes, they do. And both of them have foil stickers. So there's no chipping, no damage on either one of these guys. There's just crazing. Most of it is in the shoe part. And you also don't have to worry about cold paint on these guys. All of the paint is fired on, so you don't have to worry about paint loss for these guys. But oh my gosh, so cute. Like they've fallen asleep holding their kittens inside these little shoes. So this one is the little boy. You can see 2-hole shaker on that one. And then the little girl, same kind of deal. They just love their kittens. They're snoozing together. And the girl's got 3 holes on the top. Again, minimal crazing. Most of it is on the shoe that I can see, but really, really darling cute. I think it's been, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 years since I've seen this particular set. So I had to bring those home because they were just too cute to leave behind. Measurement for these guys, they are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So they're a decent size shaker. Of course, I would use these as just figurines, you know, but the stoppers are there. So if you wanted to use them, you certainly could as well. All right, I see Miss Rose is in at 19. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 20 or more on the little kids and their kittens falling asleep in the boots. So let's count them down.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gosh, these are stinking adorable. So good.
There's the sleepy boot bid end. Thank you, Karen. All right, so Rose had a just in case of 25. Nikki had a just in case of 38. So Nikki's going to win them for 26. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next item is going to start at $22. And I know folks love the patchwork ceramics. You know, they have the little stitch work on them. And I'd never seen this guy before. So I was excited to offer him. He is a little patchwork and he is a bank. Okay. Oh. So there's his coin slot. It's in very good condition. Now, the stopper has seen better days. All right. But there's coins in there. So whatever's in there is going to come with it. So I don't know if there's good coins in there. Maybe there's silver in there. But I'm afraid if I go ahead and try to pull that out, it's going to completely disintegrate. So if somebody purchases it and they want that taken out, I can do that. But there is a coin in it. And again, I think this is kitschy cute. I believe it's probably 1950s. Again, the patchwork is all this little faux stitching here, even up the middle of the head. No chips, no cracks. Look at the swift swoop here of those eyelashes. I mean, you don't get much more quintessential kitsch than that. Plus, you have the pink and the gray. Very good condition. I'm not sure of a manufacturer. You can see where it is stamped Japan there on the bottom. But it's super fun. So if you guys are into the patchwork ceramics, you know, they did make them in shakers and planters and figures and banks like this. Or maybe you guys are into some of the vinyl stuffed animals. This would look really fun, you know, kind of in your display with them. So we'll give you a couple measurements on it. It's 5.5 inches tall and it measures about 4.5 inches wide. So maybe some crazing, but nothing major. Again, how can you say no to this cute little face? And actually, I have a few elephant pieces tonight, and I was thinking I kind of took this from the book of Enamor, Amie. Like you have this book here, and then
that looks so cute.
You kind of pop your little elephant there in the front. Let's see if there we go. You do it. There we go. Why can I not work?
It goes perfectly.
He does. I just think it's a great, you know, match. And it also matches sort of the planter that I have coming. So Nicole, thank you so much. I see you're 22. Again, there are no condition issues. The coin slot does not have any, you know, cracks to it. There you can see they did the patchwork all the way down, kind of to mimic those vinyl stuffed animals. and then patchwork all the way around the legs. And it is a very bubblegum 1950s pink. So you're exactly right. You're exactly right, Karen. It is like the elephant with Rydell High. You're exactly right. And oh my God, look at how and he's trunk up. So we know it's good luck. But just note, we do have a pretty sad stopper, but it holds whatever's in there. And it's not like weird or anything. It just started to disintegrate. So we'll leave that in there because I said there's coins in there. So let's go ahead and count it down for Nicole. If anyone else is interested, please put in a bid. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. We're looking for 23 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Shura, am I saying that correct? I see you're 23. We're looking for 24 or more. Nicole has a just in case. Thank you so much for the bids. Shara, I think it's Shara. I think it is Shara. I remember Shara being in our sale before. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. I don't want to say your name wrong, but you did have a just in case of 25, but Nicole did have a just in case of 35. So for 20, Elephant Bank is coming to you. All right. I knew I had it right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amie.
Okay. Where am I at? 24, Jason.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. And let's get you big. Hold on here. There it is.
All right. I can't resist linens, especially laundry related ones. So I have this. This is also a 127 find. Now, usually with linens like this, it is fairly clean. There are a couple minor spots on the bottom little pocket here, but it is very clean. It doesn't smell. Usually I like to wash something like this and freshen it up, but I didn't. I want to tell you that it did come with a dowel, okay, to hang it. But if you don't want the dowel, it will save on the shipping a little bit, just because the dowel can't be folded or anything. So it has to go in a box to fit the dowel. If you don't want the dowel, I don't have to send it. If you have something else that you would rather use, I will also include some vintage ribbon that matches. So if you want to string it that way, I don't have to include the dowel, but it's there. That's how I found it. But it is sweetly painted and embroidered. Oh my goodness, the cute little puppy dog and kitty laundry bag. I love this so much. The front of this is super duper clean. It definitely is handmade, especially with the little edging that goes all the way around and the yellow. So these are giant pockets to make the laundry bag nice and deep pocket in there. And then I'm going to fold it here so we can look at the bottom a little bit better. All right. So at the bottom, there is another little pocket. So that is where there's a couple minor stains there at the bottom. Like I said, I didn't try and wash this and get anything out. But there's little buttons along the bottom. This is also a pocket that you can use to put laundry related things on, or clip your vintage clothespins on there like that at the bottom. I do have a vintage laundry room myself, but this doesn't fit the space that I would want it to fit in. It's just a little bit too large, but it's meant to hang on the wall. Measurement for it, it does measure 17 inches wide by about 27 inches, including the hoops. Okay, the little loops up at the top. I think this is just adorable. This would also look really cute draped on the back of a door in a kid's room or something like that. You could use it if you wanted to. It is a very large pocket that's on the inside. And then on the back, it's just plain green, that sagey green on the back side. So it's really nice condition. I just don't ever run across this kind of thing. So I had to bring it home. All right. So you see Nancy is in at 25. Thank you so much. And Nicole just popped in there with a 26. You can see that The painting is done very, very well on here. And then all of the hand stitching that goes around all the details of the letters and the puppy and the kitty. All right. So let's count it down because my arm, all the blood is pretty much gone out of my arm. All right. We're looking for 29 or more. Nancy just popped in there. So we're looking for 29 or more. Let's count it down and keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And whoever wins this, when you send your email to me, just let me know if you want the dowel or not. But I will include the ribbon, no matter what. Okay?
Oh my gosh, this is so kitschy.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nancy had the 28, but Nikki put in a just in case. So Nikki's going to take it for 29. Nikki, just let me know if you want the dowel or not. Thank you so much.
All right. My next round, I teased you with it. It's actually going to be choice on Fuzzy Wuzzy books. These are both from the Whitman Publishing Company, and they are both from 1944. And I haven't had any of these in a long time, and I was really excited to find them. So this is your first one to choose from at $12. They are in very good condition. I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't, these are like a very hard cardboard, and these were very susceptible to deterioration because of the way they were manufactured. But the two I have are in very, very good vintage condition from 1944. They measure about 10 by 10. And down here, you can see that they are from the Whitman Publishing Company. And this one is Fuzzy Wuzzy Elephant. That'll be your first choice. And then your other one is going to be Fuzzy Wuzzy Bunny. Look at his hat. Look at those mushrooms. And again, this one is from 1944 as well. So I'll quickly leaf through them so you can see. Here's the front. Now, he is completely flocked on the front. And then this is the back. So there's no flocking here on the back. But I just think he kind of mimics the other elephants that I have here tonight. So what's fun about these books is the cover is a little bit larger than the inside pages. So should he be a policeman? I don't know. But he is flocked. And a lot of times these books would stain the other page with the flocking. These have not. So somebody took really good care of these. So here's some of those pages. Now, not every page is flocked. That's the way it was made. Usually every other one had some flocking on it. So like, for example, the fireman is, then you have the, I guess he's the janitor. I guess he would be he's the working man. He's a working man at the zoo. So he is not flocked. Okay. So these books are very fun, very collectible, just $12 if anybody's interested. There may be some slight ripples to it. Look at these graphics. Look at him. Is he going to join the Navy?
I don't see the elephant one hardly ever.
You know, in the times that I see these and I pass them up because they don't meet my standard, I never see the elephant. I only had him one time to sell, and that was years ago on Instagram, and I had the bunny at the same time. So I don't want to say that these are rare, but these two are a little harder to find. So if you're collecting them. Angela has a 12. Sharon has a 13. So again, there's that page. I'm not going to show them all to you because I think you want to be surprised. But here he is walking the tightrope. I think it's the tightrope. Or yeah, he's the tightrope at the circus. So again, no pages are missing. Nothing is written in. Angela, I see you back at 15. And it's in very good vintage condition. But please remember, when these were manufactured, they're just thick construction paper. So every time I find them, they're falling apart. Pages are coming off. You know, it's coming undone here at the spine, but these are really nice. So I do love the Fuzzy Wuzzy Bunny. I love his big polka dot bow tie. Again, flocking on the front is in very good condition. He is the Fuzzy Wuzzy Bunny with the hat. And then look at those mushrooms. My God, I can't. And they're both from 1944. Now, this one is a little different. This one has flocking on the back. So you have the little bunny family. And again, as to be expected, there might be a little discoloration. But for the most part, these are in really good vintage condition. So we'll show you a couple of the pages. What has Cheery Chick found? I don't know. What has he found? Bunny is asking him.
He found lunch.
He did. So this page is not flocked, but this one right here is flocked. So tons of fun graphics. I think these books in this era, I think they started to set the tone for some of the kitschy ceramics that were going to come decades later, if you know what I mean. So you got Freddie Fines in. Sharon had a 16. Angela's back at 17. Here you have Bunny Friend. So he is flocked right here, sitting against the tree, just sleeping with a bluebird. Now, we got a lot of play here. So if you guys are into the bees, the butterflies, the birds, the bees, and the flocked bunny, I mean, that's your tattoo right there, honest to Pete.
So flocking good, Jason.
It is flocking good, Amy. I wonder if they could do a tattoo and add some flocking to it. Would that be weird?
I've never seen anybody with a flock. That's interesting.
I don't know.
I've seen people do like glow in the dark.
I mean,
and glitter apparently is a thing now, but never.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could be the first flocker to get the flocking tattoo. Hello, John. Good to see you, sir. So this is flocked as well. So there's just a couple pages of that. I'm not going to spoil it because you're purchasing it because you probably want to enjoy it. So again, it'll be choice between, and we'll call this one Bunny and this one will be Elephant. So Angela is in at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. Both of them are Whitman, and they're from 1944. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And Sharon, you're coming in town pretty soon. So if you win, you can utilize free pickup if you want to. So Nicole, I see you're 18, but I saw Freddie's just in case. And we'll see who else is coming in here. And there is our bid end. So Nicole, your 22 did come in on both devices after the bid end. That means Sharon, you get first choice. Hello, Laura. It's good to see you. We get first choice for Sharon at 19. Let me know, did you want elephant? But I have a feeling I know which one you might want. Let me know bunny or elephant. I do see the bunnies, so I'm assuming you're taking bunny. So that one is going to you. Thank you so much. So at 18, Nicole, let me know if you wanted elephant friend. You could have the elephant one at your bid of 18. And if you pass, we'll go back to Angela at 17. But Nicole, you got dibs on the flocked one at your bid of 18. I got you, Sharon. I'm pretty sure I knew which one you wanted. So just let me know if you were interested, Nicole, in the flocking. Okay, it's yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You both won. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, 38, Jason.
Okay.
All right. I had the other version of the squeak a few weeks ago. And I might have mentioned how much harder it is to find the Edward Mobley poodle with the furry ears. I've never, ever found one of these with the furry ears. So that was pretty exciting. And the fact that she's got pink, now they did make these in different colorways for the furry ears, but this one's got pink ears, which is pretty fabulous. She's darn cute. Not easy to find the ones with the little fuzzy ears. And on the inside, it's satin. It's like pink satin material. So she doesn't squeak. So I can't say squeaker alert because she doesn't squeak anymore, sadly. But she does sit on her own. So she will just sit up perfectly. She doesn't like topple over or anything like that. Now, I will say when I found her, and I have not edited this video yet, one of the eyes, like most of the black was completely missing. So I just went ahead and repainted the black on the eyes just to brighten it up and to give both of her eyes back because she did look kind of strange with just one eye. But she's got a dark pink little collar on and little pops of pink in the mouth. So the other colorway for the fur, it's kind of a bluish gray. It's not really showing very true to color on screen, but it is kind of a bluish gray on there. And really, I love how they sculpted all of the fluffy fur. There's her little pom-pom tail on the back. And now she is marked here, the Edward Mobley Company here on the back. And she does date to 1952. 1952. I have it upside down. 1952 right here on the end. Aero Rubber Company, Edward Mobley, stamped there on the back. There is the squeaker hole, but like it doesn't squeak anymore. But that's okay. It's still oh my gosh, it's still just adorable. And I don't see these. There's an elephant with fur ears. There's a dog with fur ears. All those kind of specialized ones. For whatever reason, they're much harder to find than just the molded. So the other version has molded ears into the rubber versus the little soft fabric. Okay. So measurement for her, she is 12 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and about 5 inches this way. Okay. So I see Blueberry Barn and Dana just popped in there with a 38, and Dana came back in with a 40. Thank you, ladies, so much. We're going to count Puda down so we can keep it moving. So we're looking for 41 or more on the Edward Mobley fur ear Puda from 1952. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And I did wash her, FYI. She was pretty filthy. So I did give her a nice Dawn dish soap bath. So she's nice and clean. She's not a snooty Puda. She's a friendly Puda. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. So both Blueberry Barn and Kitschy Corner put in a 45. Dana had a just in case of 47, but Nikki put in a just in case of 48. Nice play on the just in cases. So Nikki, she is yours at 48. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. And hello, Shannon. Hello, Smalls. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. For those of you who are wondering why we're moving the screen around the way we are, we have some issues with StreamYard tonight. So we're making do.
We don't have issues with StreamYard. StreamYard has issues
with us tonight. So, all right, guys, this is the first time I've ever had one of these, and it's going to start at just $35 if anybody's interested. I have a very large 1960s Pose doll. She's in very good condition.
Oh, gosh, she's fabulous.
Not sure of the manufacturer who made her. Very little wear. If there's anything, maybe slight discoloration. The only thing I can tell you is there is a little bit of paint that started to chip a little bit here on the bottom of her base. That's an easy fix. But she is a large stockinette Pose doll. I did have to replace her flowers. Her flowers were missing, but we had, ironically, some plastic fantastic flowers around, and I was able to use the existing parts that were left. So the only thing that's new are the plastic daisy style flowers, which I think they fit her really well. So I did fix that. But everything in her hand, including the leaves, are original to her. There was a little bit of like fray, not like fray, but there was like a loose little piece of fabric on her that you may have seen in my reel. I kind of just tucked that in. But she has this great little go-go kind of scooter dress, and these are little pockets here. So they're actually real little
dress
pockets.
has pockets.
Yes, and then she does have her original little rose at right here, and she has a great polka dot, very 1960s mod kind of look about her, okay? So she is a brunette. She does have the matching hat. Her face does glow, so that it does glow, and then she has the fabric. Now, I don't know if it was more cream, the way it looks now, or if it was more bright white in its heyday, but nonetheless, it's intact. She's in very good condition. She still has her original necklace that she's wearing. And again, you can move her around a little bit if you want to, but I wouldn't, because I would be afraid that you would maybe tear some of the stockinette material on her. But she does have the armature. Yes, Amy.
She's likely a Bradley okay. Pose doll. Most of them, they did these larger size ones. Like
gotcha.
Was Bradley.
Exactly, Kim. She's very twiggy. Very twiggy kind of dress. So here is her front. Here is what she looks like from the back. I've never had one this large. She measures about 20 inches tall. She measures about, she's 20, Miss Little One, she's 20 inches tall. So let me see if we can kind of hold her sideways here in the frame. So she is one of the largest ones I've ever seen before. And usually when I find these, they want 80, 100 and something for some of them. So I saved her from the flea market. Some fella who had a bunch of tools and dirty things threw her out on the table. And literally, I just walked up as he did, and I scooped her. And
you
then
rescued her.
I did. And then I replaced her flowers. So the flowers are not original, but I think they're very period correct. Boy, we really got a lag. She's just about 20 inches tall. So she's just shy of 2 feet tall. She's one of the very large pose dolls. She has she has her nails painted and all of her fingers are intact. They're intact over here, as you can see. Now, all this is original to her. So the stem on the flower is original. The leaves are original, but there were 2 little spots where flowers were. So I went ahead and found what I think you wouldn't even know. I think they're pretty much, period correct. So you can see her eyes, the face, there's no stains on it. That's supposed to be there to give a little bit of detail to her lower lip, but there's no holes, no issues at all. Nothing smells. The only thing that I can tell you is that I think from years of, being stored, we have a little bit of paint there on the bottom. So maybe a little bit of discoloration there on the bottom. But again, if you're looking for one of these large pose dolls, it's very unique, very 1960s, very twiggy, very going to the go-go, stuff like that. Very laugh-in era. I think this is going to be for you. She kind of also could go with your, maybe some of your airline stewardesses, like if you collected those. I think she's got that kind of look. But she's in a navy dress, so that's reading very black. It is a navy dress with polka dots. So, Miss Whittle One, thank you so much. I see you're 35. Again, she's in very, very good condition. There's no holes in her. Well, yes, you're right, Kim. There's no holes in her stockinette, but you can feel there's wire in there, so you could bend it. I did bend her hand a little bit better to hold her flowers, and then her head keeps wanting to have this kind of head tilt. So I did straighten it once or twice, but I think she wants to kind of stay like that, and I think it's kind of enduring. And she's just a fun, tall pose doll. Again, maybe slight discoloration, but there's no moth holes. There's no major issues to her. And again, I did replace the flowers. So I think she needed something there. I could have taken it out, but the stems are actually adhered to the hand. So she was supposed to have something in there. So one more time, she is 20 inches tall. She is a mid-60s to late 60s pose doll. And Amie said she's a Bradford, right, Amie? I just want to make sure. Bradley. A Bradley pose doll. And she's in very good condition. She almost has it hinges almost on brunette to almost maybe like a light red, a hint of light red. And the face has no condition issues.
It reminds me a lot of Peggy from Mad Men.
You're right. You're exactly. Oh my God, Amie, you hit the nail right on the head. You're exactly right. And again, these are actually little pockets that she has in here. So if you wanted to embellish her with something, if you had a book or something, I don't know what you'd want to do, but she's just beautiful in her state. I was grateful I had those flowers on hand. Enough said. Let's count her down. Miss Whittle One is in at 35. Thank you so much. We're looking for 36 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, remember, guys, she is 20 inches. So, excuse me. Swallowed a piece of dust, I think. I'm good. God, between the way the live's going and I fall over on you, Amie. Smalls got in there just at the end with a 36. Congratulations, Smalls. You are the winner. Let's get Amie up here before I die. Thank you for the bids, Miss Whittle.
I know how you feel. Remember when I inhaled Santa dust?
Yes, I do.
It's not fun.
I do.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Smalls.
38, Jason. Okay. These guys, I've never run across this set in the wild before. I've known it existed. I did find it over the weekend. The last set of these sold in 2011. They do not come around very often, and I have very hard to find Arnart, A-R-N-A-R-T, wiener dog shakers. And you can see that the wiener dog comes in 2 pieces. So They are salt and pepper shakers. So one set of the dog is one shaker and one set of the dog is the other. So I'm going to show really the only issue that I can tell you. There's crazing in the glaze. And the stopper for this one is inside the dog. Okay. It's in there. Okay. And it's because it's these rubber ones, which I talk about all the time, that like these kind of stoppers, they harden and then they just crack. And that's probably what happened, is that a piece of it broke off and that's how it got stuck on the inside. Okay. So we're going to show you one piece of the dog at a time. All right. So there's no chips, no repairs on either set of the dog. There's just a few minor paint scratches. Now these are 100% cold painted. Okay, so the other ceramics today that I've showed have not been. This guy is 100% cold painted. So every color that you're seeing on here, minus the white ceramic, is cold painted. Just darn cute. So he's got his little yellow hat. There's the 3 holes, and the quintessential Arnart polka dot bow. There we can see his face a little bit better. So there's a couple little paint scratches here and there in a few spots, but very, very minor. I have seen Arnart critters much worse for the wear in their cold paint. So that's shaker number 1, the front of the dog. And then the back of the dog, look at that, wearing pink striped pants, like you do, and a little red bow tie on the end of the tail. So we've got the other 2-hole shaker there at the back. I'm looking for paint scratching. There's just a little bit right there on the back, but otherwise really good on all surfaces there for that one. There might be, yeah, there's a little bit of the pink that is scratched right there in that stripe. I'm kind of being nitpicky, but really it's in fantastic condition. So there's the dog put back together. I love that it's wearing pink pants. It just makes me happy. So there's the front again, cutest little face painted there. This set you won't find it anywhere else. I looked and looked. It's not listed anywhere else. And as far as I know, Arnart did not do any other dogs in this particular style, just this one wiener dog. There's some other makers that did do split in half dogs like this. Art Mark was another one that did a dog like this. But it looks kind of funny like that, split in half. I like it when it's kind of on the angle. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I like it displayed. So measurement for it, you know what? I didn't measure it. So the 2 pieces together from end to end are 7.5 inches and about 3 inches tall to the little yellow hat on the top. But darn cute. Jason, have you ever seen this set before?
No, Amy, you're killing me. I haven't, and I'm in love with him.
Oh, no.
I'm in love with him.
He does have a saggy belly. You're right, Shannon. It's kind of dragging there on the floor.
I'd like to think if I was a wiener dog shaker, this would be me.
I think so. I think you're right. Dana just popped in there with a 38, so we're looking for 39 or more. I am going to count these down so we can keep it moving. So Dana, I do encourage you to put in a just in case during the countdown. So let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Yeah, this is a great set, and I've never had the privilege of, I've only seen them on eBay one time, a long, long time ago.
I got these from Mary's Christmas house.
Of course.
I was very excited they were there. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Dana, I'm glad that you put in the just in case, but you didn't need it. These are coming to you for 38. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next round is going to be $10 choice. $10 choice. I bought these a long time ago. I was going to bring them at Easter time, but they got put to the side in my garage. Imagine that. And I just found them the other day. So I looked up what I paid, and I figured $10 choice. And these are on choice of the Nancy Ann Storybook dolls, and they are the little sleepy dolls, okay? So your first one at $10, they are all in very good condition, and all of the eyes do open and close on them. They are all like Southern Belles, the way they're dressed. So the first one you can choose from is the one in the pink attire. Now, somebody did go ahead and use a pink push pin to hold her little hat in. But these are all very, very high. I think they're quality made, and they are all in very good condition. They all have the little metal snaps on the back. None of those are rusted. Again, these are little plastic dolls. You can see they have even their little shoes, their little flats are painted on. Each one of them measures about 8 inches tall, and I do believe they're 1950s or 1960s. So she would be your first choice. She is your blonde. 8 inches tall, $10 if anybody's interested. So the arms move, the legs do move, and they do have bedtime sleepy eyes, although that's showing you a lot of shade because of the way her hat is. So she'll be your first one. Then I have one that is dressed in the what I'll call yellow attire. So she has these ribbons that are hanging down. I did my best to get them to sort of drape the way they're supposed to, but I think she's more of a brunette. So she's more of a brunette, and she has she has yellow and pink details. Thank you so much, Nancy. I see you in at 10. She has some lace work going on. The first one had millinery flowers. This one has more silk style flowers. And I don't know if this is original to her, but somebody did make her a little umbrella or a little parasol, okay? And it is used with a little pipe cleaner, and then I just kind of went and hung it there on her arm. So this will be your second one to choose from. It has all this great flowered kind of fabric design on there. You see the pinks to greens, but this one is going to be yellow. And again, they are fully detailed. They have their little undergarments on. They all have their shoes. And again, each one of the little snaps or the button here in the back is in very good condition with no rust to them. And you just threw your umbrella, honey. Let me get that for you. So that's going to be choice number 2. So the way we'll call them is you'll claim them pink, yellow, and then this one is green. So I love the plaid or the striped sort of look on her. Again, these would be great for all year round. They are the Nancy Ann Storybook dolls, and this one is in very good condition as well. Okay, you might want to fluff the dresses a little bit. I do think they were stored for a little bit. Are they plastic or bisque? They are the plastic ones. Let me see what the face is. I believe the faces are plastic as well. So I think they are the plastic, and I think they're more of the 1960s. So let me double check. I know the bodies are plastic. The faces kind of feel like they're plastic too. Amie, would there be? I know what the bisque feels like, but I'm gonna have to say
the plastic ones are in the 50s. The bisque ones would be from the 40s, but the plastic ones they started doing in the 50s.
I feel like, and would the bodies be plastic as well?
Yeah, they would be all plastic parts.
So if the body's plastic, that means the face is definitely plastic as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because the bodies are definitely plastic. So Nancy, they are plastic. If that is a deterrent in your bid, let me know. But I was starting them just at $10 because I figured they were a little bit of the newer ones, but they're in very, very good condition. They just need spruced up a little bit, but they are the plastic ones. So I believe they're the later, I was saying 60s, but they're like Amie said, they're 50s. So we're still in at 10 with Nancy. This one you'll claim green because she's reading true to color as green. Then the other one, and you have 2 brunettes, and then you have 1 blonde. So then this is your yellow one to choose from, and I knocked her poor hat off. So that would be your second one. Thank you, Daisy Girl. I see you in at 11. And remember, this one, I don't know if it's original. Somebody made a very period correct little umbrella for her. And then we had the pink one for you to choose from. So let me hold the gals all here. Boy, the one is not agreeing with me. So let's get them all in my hand here. So we're in with Daisy Girl at 11. We're looking for 12 or more. Nancy is back at 12. So let's count these down. It will be on choice. You'll pick pink, yellow, or green. Okay. So we are doing just in case if you're an active bidder, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They're all very clean. There's no stains to the dresses. There's no funky smells to them. You're just going to have to fluff the dresses up a little bit because you can tell when I stored them, I probably didn't store them properly like
that
a boy
parasol does. is original accessory too. By the way.
All right. Thank you, Amy. Well, I'm sure that's good that that's still there because I'm sure that goes missing. So Nancy, congratulations. You have top bid at 12. Let me know which one or ones you want, and you do have the right to take all 3, but it'll be pink, yellow, and then green. So it'll be green, yellow is in the middle here, and then I got you for the pink one. Thank you so much. Congratulations. So Daisy, let me know. Daisy girl, let me know. Did you want the yellow one or the green one? And it's okay to pass. Now, there won't be a recap tonight, guys. So, okay, then they're going to go away. So let's get Amy up here. There you go, Miss Amy.
All right, 28. Jason.
Okay.
I've got a yellow winking kitty, meow meow, creamer tonight. I think I had the sugar bowl last week. I brought the creamer out tonight. Now I'm bringing pieces that I already have. My collection's like up here above my head. I kind of am looking for all the harder to find pieces to complete my collection, but I always look for her because she's just so darn cute. So she is the creamer. Now she's in pretty good condition. I will say, like, there's minimal crazing on it. There is one tiny itty bitty pinpoint flea bite, and it's on the rim right up here by my fingernail. I can feel it. I'm not sure if it's going to come up on camera, but it's a little pinpoint flea bite right on the rim right there. And that's it. No other little flea bites or chips or anything like that on her. And there is the back side, the back of her little hat. So she is made by Enesco. No foil sticker there present anymore on the bottom. It is nice and clean on the inside, no staining. So if it was used, it was very minimal that they actually used it as a creamer. And measurement for it, it is 5 inches wide at the handle and about 3 1/4 inches tall at the spout. It's a little bit taller than the rest of it, but usually it's that ruffle on the hat or this here that gets the damage. But just that tiny flea bite. It's kind of a darker gray, like little spot right there. I think it's picking up on camera right there. But that's it. I don't feel anything else going on any of the other points. Sometimes the whiskers get the little flea bites too, but she's really, really nice condition. I see D's in at 28. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 29 or more on Miss Enesco Winkin' Kitty. And I'm going to count this down so we can keep it moving. All right, D, I do encourage you to put in a just in case during the countdown in case somebody else sneaks in there. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Bid end.
Man, I digested something. I have an Amy kind of moment.
Oh no.
All kinds of congestion.
Those vintage fibers, I'm telling you, man. They get caught.
Something.
They get caught in there. All right. There is the kitty bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. Love It All put in a 29, but D did put in a just in case at 34. Love It All, your 30 did come in after the bid end. So Steel Whisper, this is yours for 30. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Still not used to all this. All right, here we go. So I did bring 2 rounds of glass tonight, and my first one is going to start at just $35, okay? This is higher end L.A. Smith glass in the 1980s and then into the 1990s. When they would mark it with an S, it was marketed as Smith glass, okay? I've sold a couple pieces before in the past here on live. So you can see there in the middle of the ball, there it is. It's catching. There's an S in the center. You can also see how glossy this is. There are no scratches to it. So $35, this is considered their Smith glass. This was part of their heritage line. Or was it their heritage or was their hair? I think it was their heirloom. It was their heirloom line. It was supposed to be their way of competing with Fenton in the glass lines, meaning that this was going to be their Cadillac piece. So that means they put a little more iridescence on it. They may have used a different piece of patterned glass. So this one is described in all the places I found as diamond and lace, okay? Now, some of these pieces on here, they've been called hob stars, pinwheel, things like that. But the research I found, that when Smith sold this, Smith said, oh, yeah, you're very welcome, Kim. Smith called this, and I mean, what happened is that when the patterned glass pieces came out, when other companies made them, they would name them something different. So when they marketed this and they sold this, they kept calling it, they called this their diamond and lace, okay? So if you find this from another glass manufacturer, you know, from the turn of the century, it could have been called something else, but this is what they called it. So this had a higher glaze on it. It also had higher iridescence on it. You can see all of those great colors. And I know $35 just for a bowl might seem a lot, but if you do research on this, you will see that that's very reasonable, especially for when it is marked S in the middle for Smith glass, okay? This was also them trying to stay relevant in the glass market. They were kind of rebranding themselves. So instead of being just L.E. Smith, they were going to go by Smith. So you can see all the great detail down here on the bottom. They always made sure, look at that iridescence when I hit the light there. You can see that oil, that rainbow effect on there. They even made sure that when these pieces came out, there was no really rough mold marks whatsoever on them, okay? So this was always described as a fruit bowl. It was a utilitarian bowl. This is going to be great for you to leave out all year round if you're into pinks, if you want to use it maybe during the holidays when it's fancy time, because it's a very gorgeous iridescent pink bowl. So it is pressed glass from the 80s into the early 90s. That's when they marked the items with an S on it. There are some pieces that I have seen that I've sold that were from the 70s, but usually for the most part, when it had an S, it was pretty much the 1980s, trickled into the 90s, all right? So it measures about 9 inches wide, so it's 9 inches wide, and you can hear there's a better ting to it, so it is a higher quality, almost, there's a higher crystal count, I think, when they made it too. So when you talk near it, it kind of echoes too. So 9 inches wide, and it's about 3 inches when it sits on your table. So let me just show you one more time how gorgeous this is. Again, it's Smith glass. You can get matching vases, matching other pieces. And again, I think it's unmatched. I think this was probably L.E. Smith's heyday with gorgeous glass, especially when they added the iridescence. And again, look at that rainbow effect. And you can see that there are no scratches or issues to it, you know, sometimes if it's not taken care of. So again, $35 if anybody's interested. Up here, these tips, these scallops, there are no chips to it. Again, this is going to be a gorgeous centerpiece bowl for you guys to use on your tables. It's great to decorate with. It's just one of those pieces that you can just put and enjoy it, because when the light hits it, depending on the time of the day, it's either going to look very, very dark pink, or it's going to look very light pink, or it's going to catch all those iridescence. Look when I move that. It looks like a rainbow in there, okay? No interest, that's all right. We're going to do a countdown of interest. Remember, guys, we won't be doing a recap. So if you're interested at the 35, you'll have to bid, and it'll just go away if no one bids. So countdown of interest at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I'm a hot mess here tonight. But again, it is the Smith glass. It is still made by L.E. Smith, but they always sold it as a higher end glass when it was Smith. Okay, no interest. Let's keep it moving. All right, Miss Amie.
28, Jason.
All right.
All right. I did mention earlier when I was showing those Joseph Originals Japan little robins that I had a harder to find Joseph Originals tonight. And this is not something that I see very often. Actually, this is only the second ever that I have come across a Joseph Originals California, not Japan, figurine. The other one that I had was a rabbit, and this one is a little puppy dog. Now, I can tell you that there is supposed to be a mate to this. Same to the bunny that I found. They're supposed to be a mate. They usually made these in pairs and gave them little names that corresponded with each other. This one is Chili. And I did grab my Joseph book so I can show you. So the pairing would be Chili and Dilly. Chili and Dilly. I'll show them to you here. There they are, right here.
Adorable.
Chili and Dilly. And Chili is from 1953. So that is the date for it. There's no chipping on the dog. Lots of possibility with these teeny tiny applied flowers, but no chipping. I wish Chili would come in focus here. Just crazing. So there is crazing present on the ceramic. No cold paint that you have to worry about. Look how cute that little face is. But now you can really see all the details in the applied flowers that are on the neck and on top of the head. And we'll turn it around. There's the cute little nub and tail and those foil stickers, both present. And it is molded in the bottom, although it's hard to see. It does say Joseph Originals there and molded and a copyright down there at the bottom. All right, so there's Mr. Chili, super duper cute. Measurement for him, he is 3 by 3 by 2 1/4. All right, and William, I think you got the bunny from me, if I remember correctly. So let's count Chili Dog down. I like that they named it Chili too. We're looking for 29 or more. 29, no, 29. I can't count. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I have never seen him before, Amie, and I need him now.
The Joseph of California pieces, I just don't see those. I don't.
I've seen the poodle from that era, but not this.
It's a small little poodle. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. There is the bark bid end from Karen. William, I don't think you needed your just in case. He is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next round, I'm calling this Extreme Kitsch. I mean, I think it is. For $40, it's in very good condition. God, I love this. It is an Anarco elephant.
So good.
I'm going to call this a head vase. We're just going to go ahead and call this a head vase, even though it's an animal.
It is called a head vase.
Is it a head vase, Amie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's usually in most of the head vase books.
Gotcha. I mean, it is a fun, kitschy elephant. It, of course, is trunk up. It has blue eyes. It's in super good condition. You can see its collar has the very typical 1950s pinks and blues on it. There is a crazing line here in the back, okay? It barely catches your nail, and it does not go all the way through. You can tell it was used, but it displays beautifully. And it also here on the bottom, somebody loved it. They put those little feetsies on it, and it is made by Anarco, okay? So this was the first time I'd ever seen one of these in person, and it is a statement piece. There are no chips. Usually, these bigger kind of figurines, even smaller ones, get chips on the ears. There's absolutely no damage at all. If you guys collect elephants, I think this is a must-have for your collection. Even if you guys love Dumbo, or if you guys collect maybe the pink elephants, I think this would be really cool if you guys collect the pink elephants to use this as your bar caddy. So you guys could go ahead and put cocktail napkins in there. You could put your straws in there and use it in that kind of a setting. So if you had those Hazel Atlas pink elephant glasses, I think this would make a great centerpiece for you. So again, you can see how large he is. He is 5.5 inches tall by about 5.5 inches wide. Believe it or not, minimal crazing on him. He has a very high glaze. They glazed him like a PY would be glazed, or a Norcrest piece of ceramic would be glazed. And again, he's trunk up. Look at the wrinkles they gave him for the trunk up. He has a cute pink little mouth. He has some blue eyes. And any glares you see, that's just because he's that highly glazed. So there is a craze line there in the back. It does not go all the way through. See if we can flip him around so you can see the craze line does not go all the way through, but he was used. So there is some, dirt. I tried to clean that the best that I could, but honestly, I don't think it distracts from it at all. So he is stamped Anarco there on the bottom. Again, super fun. And a lot of this down here at the bottom with his collar, that's cold paint. And none of that is really missing, which really amazes me. So again, he's 5.5 by 5.5. And I know 40 seems a lot, but I don't see these Inarco.
Really not.
I don't see these.
Oh, a pink bottle brush tree would look so
Catherine,
cute.
Catherine, I think winner chicken dinner. I have to agree. Thank you so much, Kim, for your bid. Guys, make sure you're following Catherine Young over here on YouTube. Give Kim Desert Gal a follow. Thank you so much, Kim. I think he is really, really fun. He was really taken good care of. There's just that crazy line. Other than that, 5.5 by 5.5 of ceramic cuteness. So let's count them down for Kim. We're looking for 41 or more. Don't forget, guys, we do offer just in case if you're an active bidder. So we're looking for 41 or more, and you can use it just in case if you did put in a bid. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, this is the first one I've seen them before online, but never had the privilege of holding one or owning one. And I got to tell you, I used to collect elephants, and if we still collected them, this guy would still be with us. So thank you so much. There's the bid end. Kim, it's been a while. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I can't wait to ship him to you. Enjoy, friend.
Congrats, Kim. Okay, 16, Jason.
Okay.
All right, this is another fun 127 find, and I could not resist the box on this. It got me, and Mama Pam really liked it as well. So we've got the Belding, Hemingway, and Corticelli sewing kit. So it's a little bit of advertising, but a lot of cuteness. So we're going to go around the box. So there's a little bit of wear. This does date to the 40s. Okay. So there's a little wear to the box, but still really cute. All the little white kittens that are playing in the yarn, that go around the whole border of the box. And I'm trying to show you all the sides there. And I was just plain on the back side. But oh my gosh, this cover is just so cute. The little kitty playing with the yarn sewing kit. And guess what? It's all in there. It's all in there. I don't think it was ever used. So we've got tatting thread here in various colors. On this side, a little green plastic thimble in the center, and then all of the little spools of thread in different colors still there. I don't think that there's none of the thread look like that they have been used. The tatting thread that is on here are on little wooden spools. And I believe that the thread is plastic, although it's very hard to tell. But everything is in there. I don't know if this was supposed to come with a needle. I don't really see a spot for one, unless it's underneath the yarn. I didn't take anything out of here, but this is exactly how I found it. But very cute for display in a sewing room or a gift for somebody. I think that is it's a periwinkle blue is kind of the colorway for the background of that. So measurement for it is 6 3/4 by 4, and it's about 1 inch. About 1 inch thick. All right. So I see Meow Miss Wando is in at 16 and Love It All's in at 17. Yeah, this puts Sewing Susan to shame. I think Kitty's not a bragger. Nope. That's for sure.
Just a lover. Just a lover.
Yeah, we do. So we're looking for 18 or more. I am going to count it down so we can keep it moving. We're looking for 18 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Gosh, this box is fantastic.
I loved it. Can't resist the cute cat graphic.
So good.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Love It All had a 17, but Miss Wanda put in a just in case. So Wanda, this is coming to you for 18. Thank you so very much. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you.
Hello, Miss Sandra D. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Karen, for being our official mod and bid ender. Also, Desert Gal, thank you so much for being our backup mod and bid ender. My next item is another piece of heavy on the kitsch. It's going to start at $34. And I'm going to have to lean on you, Amy. Who do you think manufactured this one?
It's Arnart.
Is it Arnart?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. So $32. This is the large Arnart bow tie bunny. Mouse. Missing its babies, but it is in very good condition. Tina did do a little touch up to the nose. Some of that cold paint was missing. But other than that, this blue mouse is in superb condition. Okay. A lot of times they get bumped around, and with the texturing on, you have large spots of white. There are none, and it's not even overly dirty and dusty. All right. So he is super kitschy, in really good condition. There's not even any chips at all to the ears. There is just slight pink there that you can see. Face is in very good condition. He does have blue eyes, and then you can see his twofers there, and then you can see his big bow tie. Now, this is a nice large figurine. He measures about 6.5 inches tall by about 3.5 inches wide. And let me tell you, if you could find the babies to him, I think 34 would be a great investment just to get him than to find the babies. So again, very good condition overall. We did do a little touch up to the nose because some of the paint was missing, but those eyelashes, those eyes, he is just super stinking cute with that big, huge bow tie. I love him. I think these are so fun. So spin him around here so you can see. Again, there's not much more you can say because we would be speaking of the fact that there's some paint missing. There is none. I mean, his blue is really, really good. And then down here on the base, you can sort of see where it says Japan down there. So, and he does sit on his own. He's really, really fun. He's really cute. Again, I was thinking that he would look good, just hands down, period, in your bow tie display. He would go well with the shaker set you sold, the Wiener Dogs.
Yep. All those red polka dot bow tie critters.
Yes. And you can see right there, there is the little hook there in the front. Now that's where the little chain would go through, and then it would be attached to his babies or her babies, either or, but they've long since headed off to college. I think one is going into the nursing community, and I think the other one's thinking about politics, believe it or not. So might be running in 2024 on the blue ticket, on the blue. I don't know what ticket that is. I'm just making things up. So $32 if anybody is interested on the fun bow tie. Little mouse friend in very, very good condition. As you can see, most of the cold paint was intact. We had to do a little fixing to the nose just because he needed to have a little bit.
He is really in excellent condition. I have seen those in very poor shape.
Yes. And again, these come in such fun colors. If you can see even some of the elephants, they do come in green. They come in pinks. Some of the bunnies are in pinks. They're in such great, vibrant colors. And I don't even know. No, there's not really like said glow to it.
The only ones that I've ever found that glow pink are the bright pink ones.
You're right. You're right.
The other colors.
Absolutely, Catherine. You're right. Instantly cute. And I mean, there's not much more. I mean, you cannot have a bad day when you have this kind of kitschy figurine looking at you. I mean, if you're heading off to do something you don't want to do, put this by your door. He or she is going to make you smile. You know, put it somewhere so it brings you joy. That's what I think we love about the kitsch. So, oh, you're right, Karen. The start bid, Miss Whittle one, you put in 32. The start bid was 34. Boy, it's been a night for me. So, Miss Whittle one, if you're still interested, if you could just put in 34, that was the start bid. I got your 34. So let's do a countdown for you and let's get it moving on. Remember, you can use it just in case. So thank you, Karen. Oh my God, this screen is messing with my head. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 35 or more on the cute little mousy friend. And he kind of goes with the little tiny dime store mice and all the other little ones. Just super cute. Gosh, we don't have any of these in our chain family. So congratulations, Miss Whittle One. He is yours for $34. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $20, Jason.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to get both of these. I found them together. I don't know how long they've lived together, so we're keeping them together. So you get 2 pupper dogs, 2 vintage mohair made in Japan doggies. And I can tell you that one, so the little like orangey one here, he only had 1 eyeball when I found him. So I went ahead and I gave him some new peepers. He can see really good now. He had to have surgery. He only had 1 eyeball when I found him. And he's got his little original ribbon here. They're just so cute. I couldn't leave them. And look at his little dangly tail there on the back. But this guy's a little special because he's a squeaky. He's a little squeaky pup. He's got just a little embroidered nose and stuffed with straw. Okay, both of them are actually stuffed with straw. And the other one, I don't know if this is supposed to be a boxer or a bulldog. I'm not really sure what kind of dog that is supposed to be. Now, I will say that there's a little tear underneath this leg where you can see kind of some of the straw in there. But he's stuffed very firmly with straw on the inside. He's super duper soft. Little plastic eyes on him. A little embroidered pinky nose. He is not a squeaker. He's just a doggo. All right. This one, actually, both of them do have tiny little made in Japan tags still there. I can't remember the name of the company. There was another company that were producing animals like this to compete with Steiff back in the 40s and 50s. So this guy's not a Steiff, obviously, because he's made in Japan, but Steiff did make a dog that looks pretty dang close to this. And same with this guy. He's got a teeny tiny little made in Japan sticker there. I've had another animal like this. I think it was a rabbit that had the little squeaker mechanism on the inside of it. But they're good old pals. So I don't know. I think they've lived their whole life together. So I had to keep them together. The little orange dog is 6 by 3, and this one is 6 3/4 by 3. Okay, so they're best buds. And Debbie's in at 20. Thank you so very much. So we're looking for 21 or more on the pair of Japan little mohair straw stuffed pupper dogs. All right, let's count these guys down. We're looking for 21 or more on the pair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it.
They look like bosom buddies. They're up to
I
no
think
good.
that they get into mischief together. That's what I think.
Oh yeah.
They're rooting through the trash together. That's what they're doing. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Miss Gutierrez, the puppy dogs are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, gang, let's get myself queued up here. My next item is going to start at $20. And I haven't had one of these for a while. These are the paper dolls. They also were called ribbon art dolls back in the day. And no two are really the same. So what they would do is in the 20s and the 30s, they would take important pieces of fabric, more so the scraps, and then they would take and they would make these paper dolls, and then they would make dresses and frame them. So I believe this one is from the 1930s. I will try to keep moving it so there's no glare on it. It is in a very deco metal frame. I do believe that somebody made do. I think the hook came off. So this is very old. It is the plate holder that they did put on. So it does hold it very sturdy. If you don't like that, you could reframe it. So it is just $20, keeping in mind that the frame is the way it is. But she has this gorgeous lace ribbon dress. You can see where the feet are actually hand-drawn because it is a thicker, like almost cardboard paper style doll that then they dress. She has her little bustle here, and then she has her little bouquet, which is fabric made into flowers. And then she has this beautiful hairdo. You can see she has those curls. I think they did a great job. And then she has her little bonnet on with her little pink ribbon. Okay, so super cute. In very good condition. There's no stains on the inside. This one, I believe, is 1930s. This would look really great on a gallery wall. I actually know folks that collect these and want different colors. Sometimes they face left, sometimes they face right. Some are more bridesmaids, some are more, brides. But again, what they would do is any of the scraps that they had, they would go ahead and make these dolls to kind of represent even events. So sometimes if you had a scrap from your wedding dress or an important function you went to, then if it was tattered or ruined, then you'd make one of these. But more so, the bit I know about them is that once a dress was made, any of the scraps that were left would then be used to make one of these, which I love the fact that they didn't waste things back then. So it's 9 by 11. And again, each one is a little different. And I think she kind of fit my color palette tonight. So you have some purples, some pinks and yellows, some greens in there. Again, you can see how they adorned her with the ribbon coming down. They even went ahead and gave her another little flowered fabric, a little fabric flower on each part, multiple parts of the dress. Then you have some vintage lace down there. And then I love the way the shoe is. The shoe is very, very, in my opinion, very deco era. And again, she does have a black background. So just $20. A lot of times when you find these in antique malls, they want $40 or $50 for them. But I took into consideration the issue with the frame. The frame itself has great deco kind of feel. It is a tin frame, so it is a metal frame. And then you can actually see here, see if I can show you, that's the way from the factory, that's the way it was held together. So it's kind of like a tongue and groove where it's a little bent for the tin. And the tin has a little patina to it, which I think gives it a great kind of look. All right, William, I do see your 20. Thank you so much. Again, each one of these is one of a kind. And this one is super clean. The 20 is taken into consideration for the fact that the frame's been through some things, but also the fact that they made do and they did try to, save it, fix it, probably because this is how it was created. Robin,
I never see these anymore. I think Catherine said that too. I just don't. I used to see them, but I don't really see those anymore.
You don't. And again, the history that I know about them is that it always was significant to something. Usually, this kind of fabric in this era was not cheap. Not everybody could do it. So if you had articles that were left after you, made your dress or your outfit, you used every bit of it. And then you made maybe a mini you, wearing maybe said style dress, and then you would use it as art on the wall. So, okay, let's count it down. We're looking for 22 or more. Robin is in at 21, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. Very good condition, but the frame needed to have a new hook put on it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 22 or more, or the bid end from Karen G. Again, Karen, thank you for helping us tonight when StreamYard has been so trying. And Kim, Desert Gal, thank you as well. So I do see your just in case. There is our bid end. So Robin, congratulations. It's coming to you for $21. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, 10. Jason.
All right.
Okay, I do have a couple books tonight, and this will be the first one that I'm bringing. The Gingham Dog and the Calico Cat. Now, it's been years since I have run across this particular book, and this is the second publication. Later on, they switched to hardcover for this book, and this one is not. This is just paper. Now, I will say, because it's paper, there is a little bit of bending going on. It's on the back page right here, and there's a naughty child scribble and a little discoloration on the back. But that's the back, and the cover is really cute, by Eugene Field and illustrated by Helen Page. Helen Page did do lots of children's book illustrations, also greeting cards. But this particular publication, this one is the second edition from 1956. The first edition was 1945. But here is the gingham dog and the calico cat, which if you're not familiar with this particular story, it doesn't have a very happy ending, I will say, but I do really like the illustration style of Helen Page. And there's actually 2 stories in this book. It's not just the gingham dog and the calico cat. But this was many other book publishers went on to reproduce this story. There's salt and pepper shakers and planters and figurines that people produced for the gingham dog and the calico cat as well. I love the anthropomorphic clock and plate that are in here as well. But yeah, it's not a very happy story. I will say that. I think they did change it a little bit over the years, but basically the story goes they got into a fight and they ripped each other apart. Spoiler alert, but that's pretty much the story. The other story that's in here is the Dinky Bird, which I don't really remember this story, but the illustrations are lovely for this one. I especially like this page here with all the children playing at the bottom. And the pages are really lovely condition. Just that little bending that was on that back page. Nice and vibrant colors still on this one. This one would be really cute for like fall apples and sort of things. I guess they're sugar plums. They're not apples. Really cute. Children's illustrations are kind of what Helen Page is most known for, are her children illustrations. There's Dinky Bird.
Look at that bird up there.
He's the Dinky Bird.
Oh my God.
It's the Dinky Bird. And there's just a few more pages for this one.
So good.
That's a cute story. This is very Helen Page right here, this particular spread. So you can get a feeling for her illustration style. Yeah, very much. This one as well. She did a lot of Valentine's and greeting cards too. They are out there. All right, here is the last page with the sailboat. All right, so it is kind of a taller book. It does measure 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter by 5 is the measurement on that. So I see Trendolin's in at 15. Thank you so very much. We are looking for 16 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I don't know. Now I want to read that first story, Amy. You've got me intrigued.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it, though.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it either.
Okay.
We like a happy ending in the children's book.
Yeah,
all right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Angela put in a 16, but Trendolin did have a just in case. So 17, Trendolin, this is coming to you. Thank you so very much.
Alrighty, guys, I'm keeping this family together, and I have some miniatures, and they're going to start at $20. Okay, these are from the 1950s, and they are made by the Global Company. They are stamped German. I'll show them to you together here, but then I will show them to you up close. They're in very good condition. With the marks on the bottom, I was able to research and tell you that the maker's mark on the bottom, it has like the little B by the V. That was used throughout the 1950s. So this little family of kitty cats was made somewhere between 1950 and I think 1959. So here's the tallest one in the little group that you're going to get. Now the eyes are getting washed out. The eyes are kind of a seafoam green. There's some pink in the ears, and then there is very good detail here on the snout of the little kitty cat. So let's get up here so you guys can see. No chips, no cracks. I think these would go really well with your Hagen Renekers and those kind of ceramics. So the tallest one here, which I'm calling this the mama cat, is 2 1/4 inches tall. So you're going to get the whole family. So if you can imagine that each one of these is smaller than the 2 1/4. So Then you have this is little standoff guy. He's just Mr. Independent, doesn't need any help from mama anymore. And he has the green eyes. You can see they look very minty the way the light's catching them. And then a little bit of pink details in the ears, super cute. They are all stamped either with they are. So they say Germany right there. And then that is the little global maker's mark there on the bottom. And again, I was able to research to tell you that this is the set and that these were a little set that was made between, let's just say the 50s. I think my research showed 1950 to 1959 was that mark that they used. So then you have this little kitty cat here drinking out of the bowl. Super cute. Again, it's getting washed out, but the eyes do have the green, sea foamy kind of green. They are detailed with little whiskers and their little ears. They're just super cute. And then again, it is marked here on the bottom with the global mark. And they are all 3 ceramic. They're not going to be choice. You're going to get them all for the $20. And
I've never seen these, Jason.
I ended up getting these from an estate, sight unseen. Well, I shouldn't say sight unseen. I saw them in a picture. And when I when I bought them, I thought they were Hagen Renekers because they have the same kind of glaze. They look very California pottery. So I thought, okay, I would do choice on them. So I got them home and I started to look them over and I flipped them over and one said Germany. And I thought, there's another company, and I can't think of it right now, but there's a company that is very high-end pottery that some of their little ceramic pieces can go for hundreds of dollars. And I was like, I can't make out this mark. Then it dawned on me that they were global. So these are very early 1950s global. And this is, in my research, this is how they were sold. So I can't break the family up. So that's why price accordingly for 20, you get all 3. Because if you would have purchased these back in the 50s, you would have gotten the whole family. So the fact that these have stayed together this long and they are in very good condition, they got to stay together. And this one is probably the one that is stamped Germany, the most clear. And then it does have the blue little global mark. And then when you get into it, you have the West Germany and all these other things. These were the German. And you can go online and find the maker marks for global. And it will show that these are from 50 to 59. So love it all. Thank you so much. I see you're 20. So again, you get all 3 if my camera wants to focus. Everything's going cattywampus tonight. So let's keep it moving. We're looking for 21 or more. You will get the full set. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 21 or more on the global 1950s miniatures. If you love kitty cats or tiny treasures, I think these are just adorable. So thank you so much, Karen G. Love it all. They are coming to you for 20. Congratulations.
Speaking of Germany, you didn't do too bad on the Künstler shoots on Monday.
Well, thank you, Miss Amy. I could hear you. I heard a mild sigh.
You did pretty good.
Thank you. All right. I'll take that as a win.
German is hard. I'm just saying.
It is.
Okay. I have a choice at 12, Jason.
Okay.
I do have 2 Rempel squeakies tonight. Now, I have cleaned these, okay? This is pretty typical on how they look. Actually, it's harder to find them in very clean condition versus this. This is usually how I run across the Rempels if they're not hardened. And these guys are both still soft. They still squeak. I found them together, and so I thought I would bring them tonight as a choice in case you're collecting the Rempel squeaks. So we've got Perky the pup. We'll start with Perky. I did have the diamond pottery version of Perky a few weeks ago. I found these after I sold that. I do like to bring the diamond pottery, which are based off of the squeakies, together, but I found them at different times. So this is Perky the pup. These do date to the 1940s. Still nice and soft. Squeaker alert. That one does nice and squeak. So it is marked here on the back. Rempel right here in the center. They do have the metal riveted squeaks there on the back. I have cleaned these. Actually, they were much dirtier. I did do a good Dawn dish soap scrub for these and a little bit of magic eraser, but they look much better. They do both stand, and I'll show that a little bit later. They do stand. And the other choice is Hoppy the rabbit, or Hoppy the bunny, if you will. He still has pretty bright blue eyes and little pink nose and mouth. Now there is a little bit, I could not get that off. Maybe if you picked at it, but it's like light pink paint that's on the side right there. I could not get that off of there. But Hoppy the rabbit, same kind of deal. Now he is starting to have a little indent right here in the back. He still stands though. And a lot of times if these were stored incorrectly, they do start to harden over time. Actually, my 127 video will come out on Sunday, and I found a Rempel, what was it? What animal was it? It was another rabbit in its original packaging, and it was hardened and it had a big crack across the front of it. So I left it behind. It was the saddest thing. This one has the Rempel marking here on the back of the head. And this one has also the metal riveted squeaky on the bottom. The Perky the pup measures 4.5 by 5, and Hoppy the rabbit is 6.5 by 3. So both of them from the 40s, and that is what the Diamond Pottery figurines, they were molded from the squeakies. All right, so there we go. So they both stand. When they do start to harden, they usually they don't stand anymore. And then they do tend to crack and things like that if they're stored incorrectly, like the sad one I saw in the 127. It was a harder to find one too in its original packaging. But I'm not seeing any interest in these guys, but we're still going to do the countdown of interest in case anybody wants to pop in there, because they're not going to come back for a recap. All right, so we're looking for 12 for choice, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid out.
Gosh, I've only found one of these original ones.
All right, there's the bid in from Karen. All right, thank you guys.
All right, guys. And thank you for hanging with us with our technical difficulties. We have, I think, 2 or 3 more rounds, and we will get through them here very quickly. So my next round is going to start at $10 choice. I do have some older Fenton. They are similar because each one is different, but they are these fun little bonbon bowls. Okay, so they are the opalescent hobnail. Usually I don't find these small little ones. These are like little individual ones. So you say, why do I want this, Jason? I thought these make little, look, oh man, look weird in there. Oh my god.
It's like a fun house mirror.
Whoa, everybody. So these are fun to use as little votive holders. So if you have your little votive candles, you can pop that in there, and you can use those on your mantle. You can use them on your dining room table. These make little fun jewelry catchers. These are nice to put next to your sink, next to your nightstand, to put little tchotchkes in. You can even drop your little keys in them. So I normally don't find the small little dainty double-handed bonbons that often. These are actually also fun to put little candy favors in and things like that. They're also fun to hold different things on your table, okay? So they are what I believe between the 30s and 50s Fenton. They are the opalescent hobnail. They are the little double-handled bonbons, and I have 2 of them, okay? So one is curved up just a little bit more than the other, but these are little go-alongs that you don't normally find that often, or I don't find that often. So they're in very good condition. There's no haze to them. There's no cracks to them. There's no issues. They each measure just roughly about 4.5 inches across. So if you guys love the turquoise or the pink or the cranberry hobnail, this really goes well with it. This might even look great in your Easter display. You guys could put a little bit of Easter grass in there, maybe some little small eggs. But again, no issues with the handles. You can see the gorgeous thick opalescence. But with some of the things I was bringing tonight, I thought these were dainty enough to kind of match what I was doing. So you can see this one is just, they're both shaped a little bit different because they're both hand blown, or they're both handmade, put together. And again, they are molded glass. Fenton hobnail. Some folks call these the moonstone, but I think moonstone was more hazel atlas, if I'm not mistaken. But this does pair with that. But this is definitely the Hobbs. Words are tough. These are the hobnail opalescent pieces made by Fenton. Okay, so it is probably from the 30s, more so maybe closer to the 1950s. They are double handled, if you guys can see, and they are small little bonbon dishes. Okay, so just $10 each if anybody's interested. I do think they make great little party favors. They might make a great gift as somebody who has a new house, so that they can use it for fun things. You could put candles in them like that. And again, I was thinking more so, I know Tina has some things next to the sink that she pops her rings off, and these would be nice to lay in. Heck, maybe even gum catchers. They would make even great spoon rests in your kitchen. If you guys had a kind of a dainty style kitchen hinged more on Victorian, more 1950s kind of look. So Dana, thank you. I see your 10. And again, these also were made in larger sizes. So if you have the larger one, you could nest these smaller ones in, but they're just nice, they're just nice to have in case you have to lay something in that you don't want it to, get damaged or hit the countertop. And with them being glass, they're easily cleaned. So we're looking for 11 more on choice. Let's keep it moving. Dana has the top bid at 10, 11 or more, 20, 19, 18, that's creepy, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid. And I don't know if they do or they don't, Kim. I know, we needed gum savers still when I was a kid because you need to put your gum somewhere. If you were caught sticking it on your headboard or something, you were in trouble. So
yeah, I had a little gum parker, a little cat.
And you were a bad kid if you did that. All right. So Miss Dana, you just need to let me know one or two. And if you had a preference, if just one, but they are pretty similar. But I thought they were nice in a set. So I'll watch the chat. Let me know one or two. They're both yours. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy.
All right. 10 for me, Jason.
Okay.
All right. Here is Mr. Dapper Bunny.
Oh, so
and he is actually not what I thought he was. Well, actually, I didn't know what he was when I found him. I just knew he was mohair, and I thought he was cool. So I picked him up, and I did do some research on him. Now, he is from 1991. That blows my mind because he looks like he's much older than that. Okay, so he does have glass eyes, little pink and red glass eyes. It is mohair. All right, really nice and clean. He has a little felt vest, a little felt tie. You can even open the vest and you can see there's little calico fabric on the top of his little pants. There's pink ribbon that goes around, and he has cardboard in here, so he does stand on his own. And he does have little wire armature inside of the ears, so you can kind of bend these and pose them if you want to do that. And little whiskers poking out. Now, what I can tell you is this is by artist Jan Hagara, and she did produce dolls in the 90s. And there was a larger doll by the name of Brooke, and this was her bunny. All right, this was produced so the doll could hang on to the bunny. She actually did figurines also for the dolls and the accessories that went with them. So there's also a figurine of the doll holding this bunny. So they did a little plush version for the actual doll to hang on to. Really, really nice and clean. Again, from 1991, technically vintage. And I just couldn't believe it. Like mohair in the 90s, I don't know. Like I know Steiff did still, but it is it's mohair, glass eyes, just really, really nice condition. I liked him. He was just a dapper bun. Measurement for him, he is 9 inches tall and 6 1/4 inches wide. Let's see if I can balance my board. There you go. He can stand on his own as well. Cute for Easter, but cute anytime, really. He looks like he's getting ready to go work a 9 to 5. I don't know.
He does.
Yeah. When I found him, I thought he was much older than that as well until I did some research and found out what he was. Yeah, 1991 kind of blew my mind. So Melanie's in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more. And Sharon, I saw your 10 as well. Thank you, ladies, so much. Let's count Bunny down because we have one more round after this one. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's called Brooks Bunny. Brooks Bunny is the name of this guy by Jan Hagara, Hagara.
He's got a Buddy Holly. He's got like a Buddy Holly kind of tie on him.
He kind of does, yeah. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Robin put in a 13, but Freddie Fines did put in a just in case. So Sharon, Bunny is coming your way for 14. Thank you so much.
God, I thought in your preview, I thought you were going to say he was 40s or something. Like,
see, that was my thought when I found him. I was like, oh, he's cool. Yeah,
he's got a good look. He's got a good look. All right, guys, let's get myself up here. My next round is going to be $25, and I'm selling this to you as is. It is old. I believe it's Victorian era. You can do multiple things with it. If you buy it at $25, you can do a lot of things because you're getting the original case, okay? So you're getting the original box. You can see that it does have this metallic kind of foiling to it. It is a vanity set, okay? The vanity set, we believe, has all of its parts. It is made of celluloid, but it's missing its hand mirror, okay? So let me open the box really quick. I think the box itself is worth $25. So it has this old vintage mirror in the back with some detailing on it. Now, there is some weathering to it. And in the back there, you can see it has an old jewelry store sticker on it. And it's from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And it is from Stoll's Funk's. I think it's from Stoll and Funk's Jewelers in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. So you're going to get the full celluloid kit, the whole dresser set. It is missing, though, what I believe is the mirror, okay? So what I was thinking is that I did bring some dolls tonight. If you took out all of the pieces to the dresser set, you could use this to display your dolls in, okay? Because it is a fabric. It is like a silk fabric coated box. So I think the box itself to the right person would be a great display piece for the $25. So you can see it is in very good condition. There are those details. So now all of the celluloid pieces are in very good condition. They are marked pyramid. And in my research, the ones that are marked pyramid means that it was a higher quality celluloid kit. So it has this very abstract sort of design on the front, and you get two of these small little celluloid boxes. If I can get it to show, you'll see right here in the middle, this is where it says pyramid. And of course, it isn't going to show too well in that one. So you're going to get two of these small little celluloid boxes with it. In the center, you can trust me, it says pyramid in the center. So with each one of these pieces, you do get the button hook. So you do get the button hook. Now, some of it does have wear, but it's in very good condition. It is in this butter yellow, celluloid piece. So you get the button hook to it. It is missing the mirror. We're pretty sure it's missing the mirror, but you get these incredible scissors. And again, at $25 merely alone, some folks would pay $25 just for these scissors. So you can kind of part it out, do what you want with it, but the scissors are in very good condition, and they have little to no wear to the design. Then you have the file for your nails. Again, there is the fabric inside, Robin, I do believe it is a silk. I believe that it is a silk, and it is in a pink mauve kind of color. So once I pull these pieces out, I'll show you the inside again really quick. But again, I think the box alone would be a $25 piece, and you could use that to display things. And if you weren't interested in these, maybe you could just sell these or actually use these, because some of these, if you sterilize them, they work better than today's stuff. So you have the cuticle piece, and again, they have this great design there in the center. Again, I don't want to say they're Bakelite because I'm pretty sure that they're thicker celluloid. And then you have the polisher right here. So I know we're getting late in the sale. I won't take up too much time. So for $25, but here is the display box. Again, it does have individual slots for each one of those pieces, We will close it, and I can show it to you. There is the back. It's in very good condition. And again, I thought this would make a great display case. So thank you so much, William. I see you're 25. Again, this is Victorian era. I believe it's probably early 1920s. There is a little bit of hazing, discoloring to that mirror, but that is a mirror in there with a foil back, okay? So no, that's a full-on mirror in there. And then it did have it does look like it has some details in there, but then there is some discoloration. So I don't think it was supposed to be like a full-on mirror, or maybe that's why it doesn't have a mirror in there. But I just know that usually these vanity sets have a hand mirror in there, and we were convinced that it was missing it. Maybe the shtick on this, thank you, Dana, I see you're 26, the shtick on it was maybe you're supposed to use that as your vanity. I'm not sure, but we thought the box would make great displayability. You could put dolls in here. You could lay ephemera in here, do all sorts of things. Here is the cover to the box. Again, and the measurement on the box is roughly 12 by 8.5. So thank you, Robin. I see you're 27. So there again is your box, and you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vanity pieces. All of them have that abstract detail on there. I don't know if some of that black is missing, but this was a well-loved set, and I'm just amazed to have it. So you could repurpose that and use the box. So all for one money. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 28 or more. And again, I think it's 1920s. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I saw your comment, Amy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The box has no smells, no weirdness to it, minimal wear, and it is coated in this amazing metallic style foil. Definitely a fun vintage piece, and we still think it's missing a hand mirror. So thank you guys so much for those bids. Dana had a just in case of 33. Robin had a just in case of 41. But William had that just in case of 118. So $42. Mr. William, it is coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy.
Jason is Mira and Michael is yesterday. Both of those.
Yes.
Accents. All right. $8 for my last round.
Okay.
Snoozy. I have had this book one other time, and it's so cute. It's in really, really nice condition. There's very minimal wear to it. It's from 1944. It is a Whitman publishing, and just really cute. So it is a surprise for Snoozy is the story that's in here. There we go. So as I flip through it, Snoozy is the little puppy dog. All right. And he loves to get woken up. And then the kids have a surprise for Snoozy. So most of the story is Snoozy going through, waking up and then trying to guess what the surprise might be, that the kids have for him. So it's kind of a guessing game of, no, it's not under the chair. So he has to guess what it is and where it is, as we go throughout the little story. But the pages are really nice condition, nice bright colors still. I do love a good puppy dog story. Is it a small fat pig? Is it a tall thin man? No, it's not.
It's Batman.
So he guesses all sorts of things, and it's not a cat. It's not a cow. I love that little illustration right there. Super cute. And it doesn't fly in the sky. As we go along, it's not spinach, tomatoes, oranges, or potatoes. It is something that you can eat, but it's none of those things. So I'm imagining that you guys can probably guess what the surprise is as we get to the end. So finally we figure out that the surprise is out in the yard, as we get toward the end. So spoiler alert, it's a bone.
Of course it's a bone.
Yep. You might have known today's surprise would be a bone. Yep. And there's Happy Snoozy for the last page. So, and then it's got the cute little graphics, same as the front. Oh, and then we have little illustration there on the back, but really nice condition on that. Measurement is 6.5 by 5.5. Debbie's in at 10, so we're looking for 11 or more. We're going to count it down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Good old
Snoozy.
Snoozy. Oh, Snoozy's cute.
Ooh, all right. There's Karen's bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Robin had the high bid at 15, but Angela did put in a just in case. So Angela, this is coming to you for 16. Congratulations.
All right, guys, and my last round is going to be choice, and I will make sure to do it very fast. A few weeks ago, I had some new old stock flocked birds. This is it. This came with those, and once I'm done with these, I'm all out. So it's going to be $5 choice. They are made in Hong Kong, and I want to try to show you the great details. So with each one, they have their original Hong Kong foil sticker there. Now, these are a little more detailed than the first ones I sold you. These, you get 2. So 2, and they look like they're on a branch. And then the flowers, they're not flocked. Just the birds are, but it is the plastic fantastic. So $5, they are flower picks. The bird arrangement top part measures 5 inches, and then the whole entire flower pick, but the flower pick also looks like a tree. Thank you so much, Robin. Looks like a tree branch. The full, they measure just about 13 inches. So you have a white set to choose from. And again, the flocking is in very good condition. The little white spots are their eyes. New old stock, never used. I have 2 sets of the yellow. So I have 2 yellow ones, and it's that gorgeous flocked butter yellow. Again, these are made in Hong Kong. Oh, and this one has the tag loose. So they're made by SSCO Company. SSCO Company, made in Hong Kong. So there is the original tag for that. So I have 2 yellow sets. Thank you, Trendlin. I see your 8. And then I have, so that just verifies the 2 yellow sets right there. And then I have a blue set. Okay, so I have a flocked blue set, and you can see they have the little black eyes on there, and there. That gives you a good idea of what the little birds look like. They are identical, and each one looks like, oh yeah, he has a little eye too. So they do have eyes on both sides of their head. And again, full measurement comes in at 13. The little tree branch part is just about 5 inches. So again, I have 1 blue, I have 2 of the yellows, and I have 1 of the white ones. So again, they're great for all different, times of year. Maybe those are your doves, those are your yellow birds and your bluebirds, whatever you want them to be. But these were with the other lots that I sold before. So let's count them down. Trendlin is in at 8. Top bidder can take a variation, whatever they want. So 9 or more, counting down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Plastic fantastic at its best. The flocking's perfect. They're brand new, never been out of their pack. So we'll just pick them by color. It'll be yellow, white, or blue. Trendlin, I do see your just in case. Thank you so much. There is our bid end. So Trendlin, at your 12. You get first choice. Let me know which one or ones you want. It'll be blue, white, or yellow times 2. And you can take a variation. You can take them all. They're all yours, Miss Trendlin. Thank you so very much.
A flock of flocked birds.
It is. Oh, Amy girl, we did it. That one was a rough one, man, with the StreamYard.
Get it together, StreamYard. Get it together.
Oh, my God, gang. Thank you so much for being so understanding and riding that through with us tonight. Again, it's something that was out of our control. We will get into your fantastic finds with Tina in just a moment, but we do want to thank our bid enders and our mods tonight, our mod squad, the very lovely Karen G. and Kim of Desert Gal. Ladies, thank you so very much. We know that we ran a little later than we normally do. So, Amie, you want to tell the folks where you'll be at again and your shipping?
Yes.
Then we'll get into Fantastic Finds.
Reminder, I will be sending out invoices as early as possible tomorrow morning. I will send an email to you when your invoice has been sent. I do have to ship everything out 9 a.m. Friday. We're going to the post office, and then we're hitting the road 6.5 hours to Southern Indiana. So I'm getting everything out of there. So if everybody could please pay your invoices quickly tomorrow when you get them. I am going to try my darndest to get them out there as soon as I can get them out. I probably will cut out some sleep to get up earlier. And I'll be back next Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. Yes.
And Kim, thank you so much for the kind words. Once I got my footing over on Vamp, I was good to go. And maybe sometime down the road, Amie, you and I got to go do one together over on Vamp. It was different.
Well, the Android technology's got to be there for me to do the co-selling. It's not quite there yet.
All right. Well, at least we'll be together on the 25th. We'll be able to raid each other. Together on that. So I will be doing, again, all my invoicing from all this week's sales on Saturday. So you won't get anything from me until Saturday. And then I will be back on Monday for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday by myself. And then I will be back on Wednesday here with Amie for Fantastic Finds. So let's get into it. We have the very lovely Tina with an M. Tina in the chat spelt the good way. So Jason, well, I don't know if we could do that. We only have one Apple device. That is something we could talk about, Kim. Oh, that would be interesting. But we have Androids. And we just have one Apple device. So, all right, let's hop into this. We have Tina on deck, and I'm just going to show the picture, and then I will read some of the information that she sent us. So look at that display. Whoo, doggy, that is good. That is good. Okay, so Tina and her collection, no rhyme or reason, just what she likes. She started with old measuring cups, then moved into vases, fairy lamps, little animals, things she can't say no to. And I'm telling you, that is some good stuff there. She sources her collections from flea markets, thrift stores, antique shops, and of course, online sales. So no rhyme or reason. I got to tell you, this is one of the most epic vase collections I have seen in a good long time. What do you think, Amie?
I love all the different heights, different manufacturers, and the teeny tiny little Napco babes that are in between them all at the bottom. I love that.
I know. It does look like Candy William. You're exactly right. And she has some good stretch and some good mouths on some of those vases that
and so next to the hat box to the right, the yellow one, the Kanawa one, that thing has the brightest glow on a swung vase that I think beats out any other one. Crazy.
Amie, she got the Napco babies for 75 cents.
Good score, Tina.
At a thrift store. Great display, Tina. Now we got a few more pictures, so hang on here. So here's some more of her collection.
Oh, wow, look at all the little fairy lamps.
It is a good mix. Look at those bluebirds on that shelf.
Some Lefton bluebirds. Yes.
That's good. Those are fun, Tina. And look at those fairy lamps up there. You have a very good eye, and the things you pick are right on. What were you going to say?
That Rosaline.
Up top there.
That is so hard to find.
Do they call that the pineapple? Is that the pineapple? I think.
Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of that pattern. But
I feel like that is in the it's the one Fen one, and then she has the 2-piece fairy lamp right next to the Fenton one, which is in that. Oh, and the pattern starts with an M. I'm drawing a blank. Madrid. No, come on, Jason. Oh, I can't think of that pattern. Yes, and that's the newest one to her edition, Amie.
Oh, okay.
And we got one more grouping of pictures from her. Look at those little tiny treasures. So good. So good.
I love all the little minis, the little Hagen Reneker minis.
I do too.
And some Josephs up there too.
Those little mice friends. And then look at the different advertising tins she has along with those little mixers. I mean, those mixers aren't getting easier to find, especially with the green bottom there on the larger one, which is the whipper. I mean, this is good.
And a little tiny micro mosaic pillbox to the right.
Yes. So good.
Fun
Beautiful.
stuff, Tina. I love it.
Beautiful. So we'll go backwards again in case you guys didn't see all of it. So here were her second pictures. I'm trying to see what else she has back there. I see some stretched glass in between the bluebirds. I see that she has a Philby Fire King mug down there. Very, very eclectic mix. It's a neat mix. I'm trying to see what else she has. I see, is that a Gobble bunny she has on that shelf next to the duck? I feel like that's a...
It is. And
Oh,
sitting in a little egg. I think that's a Gobble bunny.
Oh, it's so good. And then here is her epic vase collection.
It's a great collection.
Tina, you have a very great collection. And so, it is. We were right. It is Gobble. Thank you, Tina, for sharing your home with us and letting us see some of your fantastic finds. And speaking of, guys, if you have any pictures you want to share with us, please email us pictures with a brief description. And of course, your information to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. That again is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. And as long as we continue to get folks, get their pictures, we will continue to do it. In the off chance we don't, then we will just forego it. But if you guys have the time and you want to take over the channel and share with us what you do in your collections, we open it up to you. So thank you again, Tina. That was a really awesome collection that you have. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Again, our apologies for it was out of our control, the technical difficulties, but we adapted, we overcame. And thank you guys so much for supporting us. Make sure you are subscribed to Amie's channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when she drops her content, or at least you know when she does, but you'll be notified. She does live sales over on her channel. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I keep tickling the 35. I hit it, then I lose 3 or 4. Then I hit it. It's cruel fate. So
usually how it goes.
Just grateful for all the subscribers that we have. We're so fortunate. We thank you guys so much. And again, we couldn't do this without you. And we're ticking well over a year. We're going to hit a year and a half soon of me and Amie doing this on Wednesday nights. So
we are.
We thank you guys so much. So have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you back Monday night at 8 p.m. And then we'll be back next Wednesday. Good night, everybody.